This is international soccer celebrity Chris Doran, and you're listening to ACES Radio.
Now, shall we begin?
You are now listening to an altogether less fashionable variety of soccer podcast. Broadcasting live from the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Welcome to
ACES Radio.
I got the new wings with the Zima flavor sauce.
I've given this no thought whatsoever.
Hashtag probably riding cock.
They're in your face, they're a little different. I think it's super cool. I love them. Jamie, ignorant slut.
Hold on to your butts.
Now, here are your hosts, Morgan Hughes, John Zadar, and Darby Schnarpus.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ignorant sluts, shitlords, and celebrity fans alike. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, it's already too late. You're tuned in to the latest, the lamest, possibly last episode of ACES Radio. It's Buffalo Bills podcast only. Coming up tonight on the program, Cruisers FC head down to Florida to take on literally the worst team in MLS history and still somehow lose. The panel will discuss cracking the code. Tonight it makes its triumphant return as we try to decipher what Alex Fisher means when he uses words. Man balls, their backdrafts, and they're thrown about as liberally as ever. Welcome you back to the show, my friend. I remind you to vote for me for President of Ohio. Then on segment 2, the rarest of all rare treats as a celebrity guest, unlike any other, which we don't mean as a compliment, stops by the show. Erin Woodson is here, bitches. She introduced somebody on the panel to their future wife. Who is it? Maybe it's John Zadar. Maybe you tune in to find out. On segment 3, we head live on Periscope for your hot takes, aka the battle for the grand prize, and sweet mother of God. A logjam at the top of the standings this week, fellas, is users A, B, C, D, E, F, and a lobster lawyer named Todd return to battle for hot take supremacy. Prediction scores, prediction updates, Cruisers versus fighting Ethan Finley's Hang On Tour, the Axe Attack War, and so much fucking more. Brought to you as always by benevolent corporate overlord sponsors Blood and Urine, and broadcasting live from the beautiful front room here at Endeavor Brewing Company. My name is the continuing champion Morgan Hughes, aka Astronaut Carol Sieber. I'm joined, as always, by AAA, the absentee amateur artist himself, Captain Jean-Luc, the wet boys at R. Everyone's favorite ancient ruin, Darby, the 40-year-old man-child, Schnarfus. Fellas, mapaches, lads from different dads, brothers from different mothers, and amigos, de Guillermo. How in the hell have you been?
Good. My mic stand is actually tight.
Is that right?
Yeah. Have you been working on these in your unemployed days, or did I just get a decent piece of
Well, Drabs, you know when I work on stuff, they don't end up tight.
because they shrivel up.
Because of the sex part mostly is why that's funny. You're laughing. Oh, don't worry. Wait, I'll translate for you. Darby is laughing so hard he can't even talk.
I died.
It's weird because like that email where what was it? How did it go? Inch wide, mile deep.
Right.
It wasn't actually about us. It was about Morgan's dick.
That would be inch wide, inch deep.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Am I
That's
confused?
the only reason I didn't.
There's a
think
lot
it
of
was
measurements
about me.
going on. I can't keep them all straight.
A mile wide would imply the chode, which is, as you know, too real for me. Sean Satar, the wetness, the wet boy. Welcome back. How you been, pal?
I'm pretty good. How are you? I'm tired.
I'm feeling limber and young and spry and talented and blessed, and also
You're not looking at any of those
very
things,
humble.
but I believe that you feel them.
Very humble.
Delusional is
I
what's
feel
happening.
very humble.
Do you?
Like there's so
As
much-
always.
Yeah.
But have you had 15 people on Twitter today say that they want to see you dance naked in the shower?
That fucking
How-
ACES Radio
what?
guest account.
Yeah.
It's just it's
right.
killing me, man.
Yeah.
It posted a poll today that was like, "Hey, do you want to see like? Does anybody want to see Darby dance naked in the shower?" Was that like
When
in
people
reference to
voted
anything?
no, no.
Right. Yeah. So like that, there's
How many
the
fake
GIF.
accounts
Thank
did
you,
your
Shane
girlfriend
Paulson,
make?
Of, one. Plus there's me. But
two.
Andy Stanky, as it turns out. That was a surprise, but I'm into it.
And probably his helper, Dave.
Stranglor.
Yeah, no, but so there's that gif of me dancing drunkenly at the tailgate.
Oh,
and
sure.
Which
Somehow
one?
somebody is like envisioning that naked in the shower.
Okay,
And
well, we don't
so
want
then
that.
we made a poll about it, and 15 people have indicated they want to see that. I don't know why.
Was this an option?
Oh my God, I found
Kind
it.
of. Yeah.
26% out of 58 votes.
Yeah.
It's
15
said
people.
absolutely. It's second highest. After 5 barf emojis.
Yeah, I voted for barf emoji.
Yeah.
5 barf emojis is
I mean,
winning.
the combined negative responses are winning, but
Yeah.
they made a shitty poll, and they're splitting the vote right now.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Welcome back to episode 106
This
of
is how we
ACES
end
Radio.
up with naked Trump.
If I could, I'm going to go ahead and mute Channel 2 for the rest of our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast known as The Trash Pocket for the first time ever in his life. Ladies and gentlemen, the lobster lawyer himself, Todd Fichtenberg. Todd Fichtenberg, welcome to ACES Radio.
Thank you. It's good to be here again.
We're
I'm excited for the legends to come this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm talking Ethan Finley and Matt Lamson.
We're playing Minnesota United, so this is basically the Todd Radio Hour. We welcome you, my friend.
Would you please control your boner, incidentally? Like, it's outrageous right now.
I've been meaning to ask you that for years. Please control that.
Darby
boner.
or Todd?
Both.
Oh.
To the right side of the table. Ladies and
Like they
gentlemen.
share a boner?
Yeah.
Could you two please keep that boner in check?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to Matt Lamson.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either. I'd say please. No, I wouldn't say no. Ladies and gentlemen, 7 pieces of housekeeping before we get to the meat and...
Potatoes.
Todd, goddammit.
Potatoes.
No respect for the potatoes.
I was hoping Alex would still be here.
No respect. Potatoes of Aces Radio. That's right. 7 pieces, lads. Busy week. Final regular season game. Somehow that happens.
7 pieces.
7 pieces, Sean. Number one, thanks to everyone who came out to Land Grant on Sunday, especially big thanks to Pete Edwards, future owner of the Columbus Crew. Number 2, don't forget about the alumni game on Sunday at 11 a.m. at the Ohio History Center, next door to the stadium. Park at the stadium
Starts
if you would.
at 11.
That's what I said.
So get there earlier, though.
Well, yeah.
I feel like people think that they're supposed to arrive at
It's
11.
like kickoff.
And then
at
this
11.
morning on CD1025, Brian McBride told everyone it was 11:30.
Oh,
So
wow. As
McBride.
Chad Marshall
Based on
can attest, sometimes Brian McBride is a little late to the party.
oh my god.
If you're going on MLS kickoffs, yeah, they usually do announce the time at 2 and it doesn't kick off till 2:40.
That's
so that
fair.
makes sense.
But
Yeah,
this
this
is
is-
a professional production.
For real, kicking off at 11. Yeah, this isn't a national team like
Gates
friendly.
open at 10,
10:30.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can technically get there at 10 if you would like.
Park next door at Columbus Crew Stadium, a.k.a. the Tiny Demon Fortress,
Park where you always
a.k.a.
park and walk
Mendoza
over.
Park. Walk over there.
Morgan will be personally chauffeuring people over
That's
in
not
his
true.
car.
Don't listen to
Yeah.
the liar,
He'll
known
be
as
shoveling
Traps.
them. Yeah.
My third piece of housekeeping is just that, lads. Get to the stadium as early as possible on Sunday. Higher attendance and fucking around with Horse Party 2018 means the traffic is going to be crazy. So don't screw around on Silver Drive. Don't screw around on 17th. If you're going to go to the stadium, get there early as possible. If you get there at a certain time, get there an hour earlier than you usually do. That comes straight from the FO. They're worried about it now that they care about shit again.
Just get there at like 10:30 and never leave.
What do you mean again?
There's no reason to go anywhere.
You know, as soon as you leave work on Friday, just go to the stadium.
I mean, don't
bring
do
a tent,
that.
bring
That
a
sounds
bring a
bad.
sleeping bag. Just stay there.
Yeah.
Murderer's Row's already there.
Yeah, that's true. You know what they say about that.
Let me smash.
Fourth piece of housekeeping. Congrats to Ola Kamara for giving us $100,000 in Garber bucks. That's a big deal. Beginning of the year, we were all worried about that when we sent him to L.A.
We were?
Yeah, we were worried.
Why
about
would
John.
we be worried about that?
Here I'll
Why
edit
would we
in.
be worried about the guy who
Episode-
scored 17 goals last year,
This is
scoring
where we said,
only
yeah.
2/3 of that?
John's like, I don't.
Don't
believe
we
it's
have a
gonna
lot of
happen.
players in our current team who score 17 goals this
We do.
year?
Just one. Usually only have like one of those, though.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, I remember the last time we had 2 17-goal scorers. It was 2000 and never.
There was a season where we had 2 that were very close to that quantity.
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
All right.
Somebody found
There
some
was a
time
year,
for some
though.
new drops.
That's a new drop. This
Early 2000s.
Oh, is that right, John?
Yeah.
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
Is that Pam talking to you in the morning?
That, of course, is Elliot from E.T. Lovely, lovely. Fifth piece of housekeeping. Save the Crew cold weather gear collection this weekend at the Mega Tailgate, lads. Bring your gloves and hats and your like
Scarves.
Scarves and piece of fire.
Maybe boots. I don't know.
Boots. ZZ boots. But what else is cold? Like
Cummerbunds.
Cold stuff?
lighters.
If you just bring like a lit flare.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Some smut.
Smack.
No, that won't keep you warm.
What about like a furnace?
Yeah.
Yep, bring your furnace. Yeah. There's a collection point at the Mega Tailgate, I believe.
Hot Pockets.
Bring your hot
If you have
pockets.
any like large animals, that we cut open and put people in?
Tauntauns.
Bring those. Yeah, like horses. Just like a big dog.
There will be horses this week. Yeah, just go across
I know.
to the fairgrounds, kill a horse. Oh, fuck off. Damn it.
Kill it with love, Darby.
Is that right, Drabs? You want to keep going?
No. I'm done.
There's
Fuck
nothing
you.
like that penis breath.
That's not gonna get overplayed
I'm glad that
tonight.
we're going to hear that 40 times tonight and then probably never again.
Yeah. He'll never find it again.
No,
Shit.
what did you watch ET today?
I don't know. I was bitching at Scott Sedley and Dakota Andre Stewart, a.k.a. Mustachio, and I don't know. That came in my head, so I went, well, I don't want that as a drop, so nothing came in my head. Please don't, Julie, please.
Something what in your what?
Nothing like that penis breath.
Moving on to 6 feet
Sanch
of housekeeping.
Dakota Andre Stewart share facial hair, I've noticed.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
mustachio.
Literally, like they just trade the mustache back and forth.
Another thing that's going on at Mega Tailgate this
Like,
weekend,
it's your
lads.
week. Here you go.
Trunk or treat.
There's a game today. Let me wear it.
The second annual
It's my
Trunk or
lucky
Treat.
mustache.
As a matter of fact, now that we've been doing Save the Crew for over a year, it is the second annual Trunk or Treat. I'd like to give myself a big shout out for coming up with that and the artwork for that. Last year we just went ahead and reused it. Seventh and final piece
did
of
not.
house. We did not.
I made all
is
new
there
stuff.
Of course, I remember talking about the best friends.
John Sedar does not half-ass anything,
Nothing
sir.
like that penis breath.
Fantastic. Seventh and final piece of housekeeping. I'd love that drop.
You can tell.
Mike Grell is out for 4 weeks after having surgery on his knee, performed by they
His
say,
new owner.
performed by some
Penis breath.
some person who won't buy the team. Is that right?
There's nothing like that penis breath.
Oh, okay. It was actually Pete Edwards. Pete Edwards.
It was nothing like that. Pete Edwards. Yeah.
So now, moving forward, does Pete Edwards work for himself? When he does surgery on a player, is he paying himself? Is he doing it for free?
In different businesses, so I imagine so.
Yeah.
He would be paying himself.
That's the word on the street.
Oh, I don't know. Is team doctor is that a position that's like a staff position?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a thing.
So then
you're in the photo.
yeah.
I have to assume when you're like rich enough,
He is in the photo. He's
yeah.
in? Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
With like staff and shit.
With like the physician, like the physical trainers and those people too.
Honestly, I tweeted it today. Like the future owner of the Crew just operated on a Crew player. Like the human interest stories are just alarming right now coming out of Columbus. And imagine if MLS didn't have their head up their fucking buttholes and they could pull it out and write about it. Like that would be one of the best stories in the history of Major League Soccer. Like an owner
that's
of the
a
team
great sports story, regardless.
Yeah.
Like not just soccer.
is operating on people that play for the team. That's just like crazy. That should be like a Seabiscuit type story.
Also, could he maybe bungle a surgery on Pedro?
Don't they eat Seabiscuit at the end of that?
What?
Jesus Christ, what kind
No.
I don't
of
know.
snuff films are you
No,
watching?
Seabiscuit wins the
Good
race,
ones.
John. They don't eat him at all. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Nothing like that penis breath.
It was nothing like that, penis breath. Moving on. Cruisers FC taking on Orlando City, fighting MyShopify.com's lads this past weekend in the Magical Kingdom. Formation you're familiar, 4-2-3-1, Zach Steffen in net, Awful Mensa, Saro and Valenzuela. Across the back, Artur and Trapp in the middle, Sanch, Higuain, and Nico Hansen so hot right now. On the wings and attacking mid, and your boy Jossie Zardes up top. Your subs, Opoku came on for Hansen in the 66th, Jimenez for Awful in the 74th, and Mullins for Sanch when it didn't matter in the 88th. Your cards, Jonathan Mensah picks up a yellow and I believe is suspended next game for accumulation in the 33rd. Your goals, Federico Higuain, a.k.a. if you're listening to the Massive Report, Frederico Higuain gets us off the schneid in the 54th of the free kick goal, as they say in the industry. Yotun, a PK in the 57th to tie it up, and Kleshin, another PK in the 6th minute of stoppage time to seal the deal. 2-1, Orlando City fighting MyShopify.com's Drolby Scrinface. Cruisers FC go down, like I said, to Orlando and take on literally the worst team in league history. Win and you're in the playoffs against the worst team in the league. And no, as it turns out, no. Your thoughts, my friend?
I mean, that was the thing, and I think I said last week, like this game did scare me because it was one of those like we have every reason to win, so of course we're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
I mean, What does it take to fucking score a goal from the run of play? What does it fucking take?
I don't know.
I mean, this you won't get a better situation than this. Short of playing Orlando at home, like every other piece was there. It's a crap team.
Yep.
Don't have anything to play for.
Nothing to play for. Nobody in the stands.
We had everything to play for.
Nobody in the stands.
No. Oh God.
Both teams had no one in the stands.
Yeah. No. It. And don't come at me with the
23,000 people are in the stands.
Oh, jeez.
23,642.
Yeah, they moved the decimal place on that one, I think. No, and don't come with the you just got unlucky and bad. The penalty calls were both legit.
Except for the second one.
The second one was totally legit.
Aside from the no contact that was
Apart
made.
from the fact that he hit him in the fucking thigh.
Aside from the no contact that was made.
You're at
Contact
the end
with
of
the knee.
stoppage time, and the guy is halfway on the ground. All you have to do is not make contact with him.
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
That was,
It worked there. It worked. I liked it. Yeah.
no, I mean, it was a brain fart. Will fucked up. Like, you just don't make contact in that moment. You don't dive in at the guy.
Yeah, and he didn't make contact, agreed.
There was nothing really. I mean, other than Higuain's beautiful free kick, there was nothing really good in that game, including the bullshit gentleman's agreement, which I assume we'll talk about.
Well, let's talk about it right now. Todd Fichtenberg, want to welcome you back to the show. I think you're a few appearances behind the third placeman in
That's
the
definitely not
gubernatorial standings. Let's talk about the Justin Merrim trade and something we found out a little bit after the game. Andrew Erickson, roast beef enthusiast and guest of the week on episode 105, reported that there was a gentleman's agreement with the trade that Justin Merriman would not play in this game specifically, even though on the 20th, which was the day before this game, Merriman was in the Columbus Dispatch talking about how excited he was to play in this game. Todd Fichtenberg, you're a lobster lawyer, one of the top game lads, and you are in the game, and you said, I'm in first place. Your thoughts, my friend?
Yeah, that didn't make much sense. When he said at the beginning of the game, by he, I mean Greg, said that he was going to come out and talk about it after the game, that's not something you keep secret. I don't see what the mental advantage that he had there. I mean, obviously, if Orlando knows that this gentleman agreement's in place, there's not going to be any advantage if they think if they know Miriam's not going to play. So I didn't understand the whole point of it. It's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard as somebody who watches European soccer.
Oh.
You don't usually, I've never heard of this type of deal unless it's a loan. Like, this was a trade. So I don't understand the point. I thought it was dumb. I thought it was about as dumb as kissing a badge or not celebrating when you score against your former team.
Okay. All right. That's very specific.
What was that?
Jesus Christ. Kissing a badger.
Don't kiss that badger.
Don't do it.
It will bite you.
A badge, not a badger.
Oh.
As a lawyer, can you tell me what legal grounds there is for a gentleman's agreement and a contract?
I mean, it's an oral agreement, but what are the damages? I mean, here's the thing. I don't think we would have played any better if Miriam played, so I didn't really care.
Definitely not.
But
Probably not, because he would have started instead of Nico instead of Santos. So you're probably right.
he would have started over Sanch. I don't know.
No, I'm saying he would have started over Nico. So
And let's talk about
Sanch would have
Sanch, how
still
good
been
he
on the
was.
field.
He drew the foul and faked kicked the
Stop.
ball so that Pipa could score.
You thought that fake kick that people waited 18 minutes after it had happened to take the actual kick
just stop.
was helpful?
In fact, can we?
I was just trying. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
I'd be willing to have you cut off my microphone just so that Todd can't talk either right now.
I'll give it some thought. Sean Satara, your thoughts on the Merriman experiment?
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was very, very odd. I'm not surprised that if that was really a thing that they had agreed to off the record, that Greg followed through on it. That's just the kind of guy that Greg is to honor his word.
Did Greg think that maybe he could talk them out of it because they were not in playoff positioning?
And you think that are you saying maybe that's why we found out about it like
So late.
I don't know.
I'm just being conspiracy
I
guy.
have no idea. I mean, I don't know. It sounded to me like no one knew about it at all, outside of potentially maybe like what was Christ still the coach when they made that trade back? Yeah, he was, right?
No, it was a new guy. By
The new guy. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, maybe literally only the coaches.
Yeah, it didn't sound like Merrim knew.
Yeah, it didn't sound like
it
Merrim
didn't
knew.
exist?
Didn't sound like any of the reporters knew.
The story afterwards indicated that he did.
Oh. Well, then they were all just putting on a front.
Yeah, he was kind of deceiving us as well when he made it sound like he was playing, because I'm pretty sure the Erickson article after the fact said that Justin was aware of the agreement.
Oh my God, I've never hated Marin more. He's lying to our face now.
Hating
God.
all season.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he wasn't aware of it when he said what he said. Yeah. When did he say he was looking forward to playing? When did that quote come?
Yeah, like the day before.
Saturday.
But if that's a mind game where
Friday.
Greg and Miriam were like, we're going to make them think he's playing, and then he doesn't play anyways, that doesn't make sense to me. That was a bad use of strategy.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if it's just a gentleman's agreement, there's nothing like legally, contractually obligating them to follow through with it. I suppose it could be a mind game saying that he's playing. Because you do prepare for different players, so if you think that he's coming on, then he doesn't, whatever, but...
Yeah, we don't like that.
I don't know.
Darby, let's quick talk about two things from winning the stands perspective. Start with you. The attendance was announced at 23,642, and anybody who watched that game knows that from watching Bridgeview Fire games that there were 600 people there. Your thoughts on that quick, my friend?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so let's also say... we're not doing this stupid finger pointing attendance. We're
I
not
am
better than you crap. Okay,
Orlando
maybe
people
John's.
are awful and go to hell.
Well, sure. Their supporter group section was full.
No, it wasn't.
Behind the goal.
Hell,
it wasn't.
It was not.
In the center. It wasn't full on the entire end. No. Anyway, yes, it was a very
I'm
poorly
filling you in the center.
It was full in
But
the center. What is that?
I mean, what is that, Darby?
It filled in the center the way that
You
Morgan's
Nazi
penis
apologist?
fills in
Yeah.
the center of a vagina.
That was
That's
the joke
exactly
I just
what
said.
I was thinking you were going to do there. And to that,
No,
I
like
would
it
say...
was...
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
And yeah, and I did see people saying online, the non-TV side was more full and all the usual shit, whatever. Like, frankly, I'm just fucking tired of talking about attendance. Guess what? A team with nothing to play for at the end of the season had piss poor attendance. Not surprising. I mean, Iron Lion firm's already shouting for like front office changes and stuff, and they've been in existence for 15 minutes now.
Was this their fourth year? Yeah.
Is this the end of the third year? Or is this four now?
No, I think this is 4.
Rough lads.
Yeah, no, it was bad attendance, but I think a lot of teams in that position are going to have bad attendance. Your cellar dweller in the West is probably dealing with the same thing. That's probably Colorado at this
San
point.
Jose, Colorado, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I agree. Like, I'm sick of talking about attendance. Like, we don't need to talk about it anymore.
All right, what
we
about
rail
the-
about how unimportant it is. So, like...
Yeah, people...
What about the Lion Nation code disband the crew? Eh?
Yeah, and that was piss poor, and their half-assed attempt to excuse it as like, oh, this is just a banter thing, and it wasn't like Save the Crew specific. There are literally
go fuck yourself.
Dozens of verbs you could put in there that would have
beat.
Yeah, beat the crew.
Yeah,
screw the crew if you even want to be creative.
Yeah, if you're John Garber.
Yeah,
it was low
word,
class,
other
but
word.
let's be honest, we do kind of expect low class.
They're crystal meth addicts. Yeah, that's what they do.
The league and teams have proven time and time again that they hire fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Who either are intentional assholes. What is that noise, by the way?
I don't know. It was great though.
Or they're just so incompetent that things like that don't dawn on them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's worse.
Let's talk about the goals real quick. Todd Fickenberg, start with you. Federico Higuain.
What was that massive report?
But Federico in the 54th off that free kick. Vintage Higuain. Literally nothing else is happening offensively. Your thoughts on the goal, my friend?
It was nice. They should have given Sancho an assist for
I agree with
for
that.
the fake kicking.
I agree with that.
But it was nice that people finally contributed. It's been a minute since he's contributed anything to the team.
Does anybody know when his last goal came?
2 games ago against Colorado. 3 games ago. And he had a golden assist. Wasn't that? Yeah.
That.
Last home game.
It feels like that was a long
It feels a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second goal, John Gaston Sara with a flailing handball in the box. It was the right call. I just don't know what he was doing. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know either.
What the fuck was he doing?
I should have thought after we
I
watched
think maybe
it,
he
I thought
was
trying
off
to
balance,
swat.
wasn't he?
I thought he was trying to swat Dwyer. Is what it looked
I
like.
think they had kind of been fighting or battling, whatever you want to refer to it as, and they had just started to separate, and he was kind of going sideways / backwards, and I think his arm was just out trying to keep himself from falling.
Yeah.
We do call it back.
Which is unfortunate, but because it's still a handball, but because your arm isn't in a natural position, but
yeah, that was vintage Dom Dwyer. That was him jockeying and fouling and pushing and shoving, and a lot of times he either gets the other guy off balance, or he manages to draw a call himself. And I think Gaston was just off balance, his arms flailing around, because that's sort of human nature when you're about to fall on your ass. And the ball went right there.
Yeah. Darby, go back to you. Third goal, that was the tripping, quote unquote, in the box by Will Trapp. My question to you is, why is none of this shit reviewed by VAR? I know that they're probably doing it in some sort of Toronto NHL type of situation, but there was no contact made between Trapp and the guy.
Watch it again. Watch it again.
I have watched it again. I watched it today, Todd.
My understanding, right, is there's the VAR official who is reviewing and then telling the center ref whether or not he should take a look.
Yeah.
And we don't know what that communication was. I watched the review and I see a foul. I see
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
I see Will making contact with the thigh of the stupid guy who's, stumbling around. And,
you don't even know his name. How close are you paying attention to this, Drabs?
Traps need to make contact with his thigh. I agree with Darbs.
Yeah, and the thing is, when the guy had the heads up to boot the ball ahead and then try and stumble forward like he was making a play on the ball, and Will dove in late,
I don't agree. I'm watching it right now. Will's not even moving when the guy makes contact with him.
That's what I'm saying. I watched it today.
He lunges
There's no
in with
fucking
his
contact.
left leg, I want to say.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But good thing this is a radio program and we can't watch your videos. So.
The guy fell down because he would have run into him, but you have to run into him for it to be a fucking foul. There was no contact.
I think it's hard to call that because he was also double marked. There was another player there, and I just don't like. And
swallow your goddamn whistle.
It's a heavy touch into the middle of the box.
Here's another thought.
Here we go.
Whether or not you think it's a foul, if the crew had done fucking anything all game long, it wouldn't have mattered.
It was nothing like
If they hadn't been defending like ass the entire last half of the game.
That's what I'm saying about the first goal. There was literally nothing going on otherwise. We were so insignificant. We were insignificant participants in that game.
Yeah, that call, is it the strongest call ever? No. But at that point, I was fed up with the game. I'm like, Jesus Christ, if you had just taken any initiative, if you had shown any effort, any passion in this game, you wouldn't have been in this situation. You should have been up 3 goals and pressing for a 4th at the end of this game.
Yeah, sometimes when you make the playoffs, it doesn't mean you're a playoff.
It was one of those very it's not, I don't know, it's textbook, I guess, kind of foul where it's every single person's going to have a different opinion on whether you call that or not. Yeah. And so that's just part of the human element of the game.
I don't call fouls where no one touches anyone else.
There was contact made, whether it was
it was whether it was diving.
Whether it was he was not. He was
up.
standing. He was on his feet when they touched legs. But whether he touches Will or Will touches him, it's really hard to tell from the only angle they provide.
I don't think it's hard to tell.
So VAR, they review every penalty call. They review every goal. Yeah. So they are reviewing it.
They save
it. If it's clear and obvious, that's when they buzz down to the center ref. But they can say, "Hey, center ref, we think this is clear and obvious." The center ref can say, "I don't care."
Yeah, their center ref still has final authority, right?
Yeah, that's a flaw.
They could call down and tell him to look at 800 fucking things in one game, and he could still say no to every single one.
Yeah.
Right. So that's
what the fuck?
So
yeah, imagine that
garbage.
Somebody tells you fucked up, and you can be like, "I don't care."
I refuse.
I mean, that's the worst. That's the worst part of this system, frankly.
Yeah. So, but Trapp shouldn't have lunged in there in the last minute. You should not give the ref the opportunity to make that call. Is the issue I had
with Todd.
Yeah.
So it was weak. It was a weak call, and I think the referee was looking for something, which is hilarious because the Orlando fans are the one who tried to disband Pro, and then Ted Unkel, they posted his private information on Twitter, and the club was like, "Oh, we don't agree with this."
Everything that they do is just the worst, and they're awful in every single way.
Except at the end result of that game.
I'm talking about the human.
Well, if the crew knew how to score, they wouldn't
have
have to worry about it. So the best defense is a good offense. So
moving on. Color impressions of the game. Let's stop talking about the death of the current Columbus Crew. Jesus Christ. Color impressions is a combination of color and impressions, which I remind you always is it's a thing we do every week. So, Drolby Squintface. We start with you. Your color impressions of Cruisers FC at orlandocity.myshopify.com.
My color impression is fucking terrible.
It's not a color,
as it turns out, that's not.
It should be.
That's number 003.
As a professional colorman,
yeah.
003
I think
is not.
The Pantone for that is Q93.
Nope, there's no Qs.
9 or 4. dash.
9 or 4. What? Are you, why you saying 9er?
We're in a plane.
Todd Fichtenberg, your color impression of Cruiser FC versus
Someone look up the
Orlando.
hex code that
I'm going
Darby
with
just
yellow.
vomited.
Oh, is that right?
But not yellow like you're thinking. I'm yellow in sunshine. I think the reason Captain Trapp committed that foul in the box is so that we could clinch the playoffs at home in a sold-out crowd for the first time this season. That's why.
There's nothing like that, penis
Is he going to buy 3,000 tickets?
No, hashtag Sunshine Brigade. It's been a while. I haven't been here for 11 months, but Sunshine Brigade is back. So
That's true.
That's what it. That's
Big shout out to Yvonne Seagal. She's sitting at the end of this table.
Was that the eagle?
That was
What
it. No, that was
it.
a
Sounded
seagull.
like an eagle. Oh, it's the wah.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's a cat.
No, it isn't.
What is it now?
When's the last time you were at the beach, John?
Like a decade.
When's the last
Yeah,
time
me
a
too.
cat or an
Me
eagle
too.
was at the beach?
Let's just sum this up. Neither one of
There are
us
sea
have been
eagles.
to the beach in a long time.
They're called seagulls.
No one can be sure how seagulls sound. We can make any sound.
Play
and
in
say,
Seattle on
you know,
turf.
Woof, woof, woof.
I'm a
A
seagull.
lot of sick
That
seagulls
sounds like
around here.
Gary.
Yeah. John Zadar, the wetness, the wet boy. Your color impression of the match, my friend.
I'm going to go with red because we're at red alert here for the playoffs. And we should absolutely win this last game,
What color
just like
is
we
DEFCON
should have
1?
absolutely won like the last 4 or 5 games. And so that is why I will not be at all surprised if we don't win on this Sunday.
Nice. So my color impression, I'm sitting next to Pam last night in bed.
Did you know that you were that close to her?
Well, it's a king-size bed. I was as far
you
away
were
as I
very
could
far.
physically get.
King-size beds are great.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's the width of our entire room.
Yeah.
It's great. So Pam has been sick the last 2 nights. I slept on the couch 2 nights ago because, no. And last night I was like, I'll get up in there. Because she always comes
the
down.
bed?
Yeah.
Or Pam?
No, the bed.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bed. Anytime like
gonna
I
use that
sleep on the
extra
couch,
mucus.
Pam comes down in the middle of the night and she wakes me up and she's like, "You're sleeping on the couch." I'm like, "Yeah."
I was until you woke
Yeah.
up.
Because she goes to bed before you.
Yes.
And then wakes up and realizes you never
Like,
arrived.
dude, we could not be on opposite sides of the spectrum. Like, she wakes up and I'm not in bed, and she's like, something's
He's
wrong.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wake up, she's not in bed. I'm like,
Thank
nice. Look how much space I have in here. So she always comes down and she's like, "You're not in bed." I'm like, "Good night, Pam. Jesus." So
Neither are you. Get back up there.
So half the time when I go to bed, it's just to avoid her waking me up on the couch. So I go to bed last night and I fall asleep pretty quickly. And Pam has had like a serving and a half of NyQuil. So she's just fucking out. And she's not just snoring on the intake; she's snoring on the output as well. So she's like, and like I can't. So I keep karate chopping right next to her head on the bed, hoping she'll wake up and just be like, and like shift.
Yeah.
And like Gary's just like smashed up inside her like whatever you call
Like Doran.
Her legs.
leg, body area
Behind her knees.
And he never does that. Like he usually only bites.
He could smell she was dying.
Yeah.
Just
He
like
could-
Darby.
He could smell like this one is not moving
This
for the
one's
whole
not
night.
making it,
So I
yeah.
kept karate chopping next to her head, and she's not fucking moving at all. And I'm like, eventually, I'm like, and she's not
With
doing
noises and
shit.
everything?
Yes, and she's not moving at all. And it's it sounds like a buzzsaw is being operated on a plane.
It's when you hold her nose.
Oh, I tried
Either she'll
that,
stop
too.
snoring or she'll stop breathing.
So then so like this is what like weird Pam is like. I get like 1 foot because I'm like I can't sleep with the buzzsaw going on.
So
I get,
you were
like,
leaving to go to the couch.
I get out of bed and there's like 1 foot on the floor and she's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like,
She feels that tiny shift of your feet and she's instantly awake. Yeah.
I was like, "I'm going downstairs. God damn it! It's like a buzzsaw up in this biatch." And to her credit, she's like,
Is she a
sorry about
consistent
that."
snorer or just a sick
yeah.
snorer?
Well, she snores every night.
Oh.
But not like this.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually I karate chop by her head,
And she
and
stops.
that's it. You know. Yeah. So I was sitting next to Pam, and I says, "Pam, what the fuck?" And she says, "Hey, how's it going? Did you have a good night?" And I was like,
There's nothing like that, penis breath.
and so it says for my
Pepsi.
my color of the week is
Yellow Beach, Columbus Crew.
that's right, John, yellow.
Yellow like what, Morgan?
Yellow like Columbus Cruisers FC. Fantastic. We're getting. We're
gonna nail it one
of
day.
these days. I'm telling you
very
what.
soon.
John, what if I told you there was a cure for the scourge, known as 106 episodes, and not knowing what we're doing?
What is it? I'd ask what it is. Could you tell me more?
Is that right? See, I knew I should have done something else there. Oh, that's right, John. They say the cure to the scourge, that is saying 2 instead of 4, is knowledge.
And now,
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, it's knowledge.
an ACES radio exclusive.
What does it all mean, Panther?
Cracking the code. They say it.
Everything we do is for the city.
What?
We explain it.
Who we are is for the city.
I understand you.
You reap the benefits.
What? They speak English and what? What? English, motherfucker! Do you speak it? Yeah!
And it's all for Columbus.
For Columbus, indeed. Welcome back to Old Man Darby's sushi eating party, ladies and gentlemen. It was going to be called Greg's Explanations, but Drab's got 700 pieces of spring roll for dinner tonight. Jesus H. Christ.
That's actually just one.
Is it?
That's one roll.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that like a whole roll?
Yeah.
You're a whole roll man?
You can't not order a whole roll.
Really? Yeah, like
no. Why would you? No, they're not gonna sell you half a roll.
I don't know.
Julie Stanky will put away 2 of these.
What?
I'm not saying I couldn't eat it.
I can barely eat the one.
No,
It's a huge thing.
She literally, I've seen her do it.
I'm
She's
saying
like,
it's hard.
She just leans her head
Just
back
chokes
and
down
unhinges
2
her
feet of
jaw.
sushi.
Yeah.
Is it cheaper to get it like that?
Impressive.
Aren't you lucky, Andy?
What do you mean?
No,
is it
what do you
cheaper?
mean cheaper to get like
you
what?
can only get a roll.
That's the minimum quantity.
Isn't that cool?
You're like, I want 1 piece of sushi, please.
Can you stop talking over this?
Isn't that cool?
Morgan doesn't eat, so I don't know.
That's true. This week's Cracking the Code clip comes to us from none other than Alex Fisher, who is on Wall to Wall Sports this week on 10 TV, which I remind you, as always, is hosted by the legend, Dom Tiberi, a.k.a. The Insider, #supporter support. So Dom Tiberi interviews Alex Fisher. I got no intro for this. I don't need to set it up, boys. This is just Dom Tiberi talking like the legend he is to Alex Fisher in 3, 2, 1.
Does a deal in Columbus hinge on a new stadium? Is that part of it?
You know, it hinges on making sure that we have season tickets. I would say we need to all get out for the last game of the season next Sunday. At 11 o'clock, there's going to be an alumni game on the stadium grounds. There's going to be at 4:30 a really important match against Minnesota that really has big things. So it hinges on season tickets. It hinges on corporate support. It hinges on a local ownership group. And yes, we are turning our attention now with that ownership group to look at the options for how we think about a contemporary stadium over the next several decades.
You know, an area we've seen is down in the Arena District. I know there's some property down there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic site. There are 2 or 3 other really great sites. It's only been the last couple of weeks that we've really had a deal with a new ownership group. That ownership group's got to look at those sites. It's got to collaborate with the MLS. It's got to think about how putting a plan together. I'll tell you what they're committed to. They're committed to investing in facilities. They're committed to investing in players and in this team. And they're committed to the Columbus community.
#YOLO swag 24/7 blaze. Let me smash.
Well, first of all, I don't know what YOLO swag 24/7 blaze it means, but the Columbus partnership seems to be all about it. Drabs, here we are for, all the things that have happened since October 12th when the hashtag saved the crew took over the social media universe. There are some things that still need to get done. Now we have Alex Fisher, who has worked his ballsack off, getting on Wall to Wall Sports with the legend known as Dom Tiberi, talking about stadiums. So I think that it's obvious now that the stadium this new stadium is of great importance, and now we're actually talking about land. We're talking about getting it done. I just wanted to have a general conversation about maybe what Alex is talking about with the final piece of this puzzle. So your thoughts on the Cracking the Code clip, my friend.
Yeah, I think we all knew that this was coming. Whether you love Maffrey or not, this has been on the horizon. And who knows? Like, we don't know necessarily their indication of what sites are being looked at and so forth. But I know some people have even said, like, just essentially develop the parking lot at Maffrey, which I don't think can really be a thing.
Develop into what, Darby?
What?
What would you develop it
I don't
into?
know. Like, they've talked about, like, putting multi-use, developments.
You would eliminate all of the parking that is desperately needed and used constantly
I'm not
for
saying
other
this
events.
is a good idea. I'm saying it's been a thing that's been mentioned.
No, that's fair.
I realistically think we're going to have a downtown stadium because that's what the league has a hard on for these days. And that's fine. At the end of the day, if we have a place that we can call home, fantastic. There was always a 4-part process to this, right? It was a stadium, and it was fan support, and it was corporate support, and local ownership. And we've been ticking all of those boxes.
Yeah.
If you've been watching the Save the Crew account at all lately, you see all the business allies that are stepping up and saying, yeah, we want to work with new ownership. We know the fan support is there. We've got the ownership thing lined up, so the stadium's probably the last piece of the puzzle here. The other stuff has to keep going.
Yeah.
We need to keep attending. We need to make sure we have good, attendance next season. Make sure people get signed up for the Save the Crew ticket pledge.
Yeah.
But the stadium is going to be a part of this process.
Yeah. Todd, he mentioned season tickets. Outside of the stadium thing, which I think that we all know, if we've been paying attention to this process, that a new stadium is absolutely 100% necessary for MLS to not destroy our community. Your thoughts on him mentioning the season tickets as kind of like the same level as the new stadium?
Goal 10K. Okay, I don't have much to say.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Todd, how many tickets are you going to sign up for? How many tickets have you pledged
Just
for next
one.
season?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's just me. I'm sorry. I'm alone.
Have you
What
convinced
about that dog of yours?
Have you
Pups on the
told?
pitch.
Have you told everyone you know?
I have multiple times.
Have they all signed up yet?
Hopefully. I don't know. I didn't watch over them while they did it. But no, I think it's true. I think it's important. But I also think that the evidence of all the Save the Crew people and the thread masters on Twitter have proven that the, vice president of operations and the previous investor operator of this team have basically tried to tank relations in this city. So I think there will be a surge of excitement. I think that shouldn't be a problem because one thing about Ohio sports is that you like a good team. So I heard a lot of complaining about Ohio State for the last week and how they're done with the team for the youth season and things like that. We're on the uptick, even though quality isn't that great right now. People are going to be excited about the team being back. So I don't view that as a problem. I don't know if that's the question you asked me, but
No,
I think
like
that's
it.
good.
Yeah.
'Cause I think in the last 2 weeks, obviously things have been going on behind the scenes we don't know about, but in the last 2 weeks, I feel like Fisher and gang have done more work than the last 4 years. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to put your chips behind one guy, it's going to be Alex Fisher. John Zadar, your thoughts on the stadium talk? I mean, talk to us about where you see this team ending up, how we get there. Do we need a new stadium? Is Moffrey good enough? Back to you.
No, Moffrey is not good enough. Not without drastic changes that I think would necessitate basically a tear down and a complete rebuild. Which, at that point, why rebuild it there? So. I think that this city has a very interesting and unique group of the sports community in this city. I think is unique in that we didn't have professional sports for so long that Buckeyes are so dominant, and now I think people kind of see professional sports as like a part of an evening. They don't really see even OSU. It's an all day kind of affair, right? Like you go and you tailgate, and then you go to the game, and then after the game you go out to a bar. Or if you're not going to the game, you're going to a friend's house and you're hanging out there for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, however long. Like it's an all day thing. So I think that in order to be truly successful, I think that the stadium needs to be situated around things that can help to facilitate an all day event. Like I think that's just how it's got to be, and I don't see the area that the stadium's currently sitting in as a feasible place for building that. I don't think that you can do it. I just think that the positioning is just it's got so much going against it, from the parking situation to the fact that it's nestled in between the freeway and the fairgrounds, and the fairgrounds need it the way it is for the most part. They need it the way it is because of the other events that take place there. So.
And we don't have to finish every single season with a long stretch of away games because of the Quarter Horse Congress. So
right.
That'll be a huge plus.
Yeah, we'll get a lot of more flexibility with scheduling.
And the State Fair.
You know, who knows? Like maybe is this new stadium going to have a roof? Is it going to have some nicer accents like that? I would certainly hope so. In which case, maybe it makes the hot summer games and the early March games a little bit more bearable, and which can also affect our schedule maybe a bit too. So, I think the downtown would be great. I've been asking for a downtown stadium for years, and there's I think 1 or 2 spaces that would be quite nice. So
I mean, the real question here is, why do you hate Mega Tailgate?
And will there be a pedestrian bridge? That's what I want to know.
Well, remains to be seen.
Isn't that cool? Because I'm always working hard to get
Jesus Christ, Ralph. I mean, that's a good point. I know you're joking, asking me, I hate Mega Tailgate, but that's another thing to consider though with the downtown move is what is the future of tailgating at that point? It may be a thing that we don't do anymore, and we now go and
we're
hang
Columbus
out
residents.
at bars and stuff. But
We're Columbus residents. We are Crew fans. We will find a way to drink alcohol.
No, I don't disagree. I think it would be fantastic to continue tailgating downtown. I see no reason why, whether using existing parking structures or newly built ones, we couldn't say, okay, this parking garage, the top 2 floors are tailgating floors.
Yeah, we'll
you
figure
park
it out.
you park everywhere else. A few select vehicles are allowed in. And
I'd like to have that conversation. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think there's no reason we can't explore that and at least give it a test run. Maybe it doesn't work out. But
Take over the new White Castle campus. Just turn that entire thing into a giant ass tailgate. I saw a design that had like a pool in it. I think at one point. So
yeah, I think that's probably for the people that live there, Darby.
I
know you just go around and jump into pools, but
yeah, no, I really enjoyed Morgan's hot tub last week. That was pretty great. Once it got cold. Just like strip down bare ass and jump into his hot tub.
Did you do that?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah.
Does he know you did that?
No.
Fantastic. I think John has an important point there. Like there's an eventuality here in 2 different ways. One, when we built the first soccer-specific stadium, we were going to be the first team to get a second stadium. That was going to happen.
Yep.
And for a team that was announced down at Mecca Nightclub, 5 millimeters from where I hope the new stadium is built in the Arena District, like this is kind of like an eventuality that some people saw back in 1994. The second eventuality is when you're led by a group like the Columbus Partnership. There's first of all, like you're in good shape because like those guys and girls, like they know their shit, they get their shit done. Like I think Anthony Precourt knows now, probably the worst group of people to mess with, and that like there's going to be some sort of like, I don't know, they are a public-private partnership like thing. So they're going to get stuff done.
They exist to make connections and make deals and facilitate relationships.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you need when you're trying to build a new stadium like this. Like you need to connect those business people with those government people with the all these different areas.
And
you got to bring them together.
Pieces of land down there that are privately owned. So I mean, like, who else to be running this? Who better to be running this than them? I think the future of the Columbus Crew is downtown. I really, really hope to God they get this done. But if they do, I mean, let's be real. It's going to be the quickest goddamn stadium deal ever. I
mean, that's another thing to think about when you're saying quick. Tip me off. I mean, our lease ends in 2023.
Yeah.
So not that we couldn't potentially extend it for a short period of time, but there's a real
MLS isn't letting us stay here if we don't have something done
right. And
by
there's
the end of this year.
Exactly. Well, that, but also like we could be in this new stadium before a potential Austin MLS team ever plays a game. But
wait, you're saying so the new owners could actually wind up violating the lease by leaving before 2023?
I mean, that's we could theoretically, but like we could be. There's no reason we can potentially. With the way that things are moving, the speed with which I think these things will have to be decided, I think that there's no reason we couldn't potentially be in a new stadium.
It helps
within 4 years.
Oh shit, yeah! It helps
at the most probably. Like 2023 is, we'll be there by 2023.
Yeah, sure. It helps that like the land where everybody wants that stadium to be built is privately held. Like if there's going to be comparisons made, no matter what, to McCalla Place, like McCalla Place. Public land, the Arena District, private land. So if anyone can get it done in 3 months, I think it's Alex Fisher and I think it's Steve Lyons. I think it's a whole partnership. And why not us? Why not now? Why not here?
The whole city, I think, is set up to successfully navigate this deal.
Yeah, and I don't think that that's an issue of breaking a lease or terminating a lease early. I think it's a nominal yearly payment.
No, yeah.
I mean, plus that stadium was built to be torn down. That's why they call it the erector set. I mean, it was literally built to be torn down eventually. Yeah. So I don't think those will be even be an obstacle. In fact, it might even
I don't. I wasn't.
Might even be a good thing.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to suggest they were, and I agree. Like, I think that they'll be, not a deal, not a big deal at all.
Sure. Yeah.
Last thoughts, Strabs.
Yeah, that's the benefit of having the partnership involved. I think a non-hostile piece of shit owner and the Columbus partnership working with them can talk to the OEC and get everything worked out in a completely easy and satisfactory way. I don't think there'll be any issues if we have a stadium done in 2021 and the team's ready to move. I think it will be smooth.
And it's closer than 14 miles from downtown, which is pretty cool.
Oh my god! Fuck.
I think it's crazy, and if I were Anthony Pregard, I'd be kicking myself in the dick because just seeing how fast and smoothly things are moving now, I could have.
Don't worry, he's been doing.
I could have. No, I know, but I would be kicking myself more. Just like if you had just been here and done the stuff you were supposed to, and not lied to everyone and been absent, you could have been. This could have been happening for you.
Yeah, it's almost like he never wanted to work in the first place. Now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Say what again?
He's absolutely right.
Say what one more goddamn time.
Oh yeah, Walter, you dirty dirtbag, you son of a bitch.
Isn't that cool? Because I'm always working hard to get you special deals.
Fantastic. Man Balls of the Week. Last thing we'll do before we go to break. Drabs, let's start with you. Reminder, as always, this combination of Man of the Match and Game Balls, which as a term, it's too long, as opposed to John Zidar's Journals, which are perfectly formed. Drabs, your 2 Man Balls of the Week, my friend.
First man ball goes to Federico Higuain for a fantastic kick. No credit whatsoever to Pedro for the worst dummy run on that free kick ever. Oh, my God. Nobody bought that. Nobody even moved when he ran.
Dummy runs are so ridiculous in professional soccer.
Yeah.
Especially when 4 players do it.
Now,
like they didn't
Artur's motion got people to move and got them distracted, but that's a whole other thing. Second man ball, Pete Edwards. Thank you for coming out to Land Grant, speaking to the collected fans. It was incredibly gratifying to hear him speak, to see him there, to see him involved, and also I totally.
You gratifying yourself was why you were asked to leave, just so you know.
That's
pretty dang cool.
Point that out. You were very upset.
And bonus man ball from the Steve Sirk story that pointed out that Pete Edwards was actually at the first rally. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But the end of his long form piece about everything, and there was that shot from behind Jenny, and it turns out it was like, oh shit, Pete was here the whole time.
Yeah, Pete's out there in the front, rallying people up.
I was like,
yeah.
Oh my God, he was with us the whole time.
I'm telling you.
When there was only one set of footprints, he was carrying us.
There is no future brighter in soccer right now, in the world of soccer, than Major League than Columbus Crew in Major League Soccer. Honestly, this is the best timeline. We are the future of this sport. Todd Fichtenberg, your 2 Man Balls of the Week, my friend.
I'd also like to give. I give a lot of man balls to give. One to John Zidar.
Oh, thank you.
One to Darby Schnarfis for their efforts in saving the crew.
No.
One for Dr. Dr. Edwards.
They are calling me that. Yes, thank you.
for hopefully we get
changing my Slack name right now.
Hopefully we get wet ink on contracts soon.
Get on it, Dr. Effort. Get that wet ink.
Steve Sirk and his brilliant work. Additional work, he gets a man ball, and I also want to make sure I give Ethan Finley a man ball. So,
what are we giving him a man ball for?
Balls.
Just he can't do any damage.
You've
to
been
us.
a great job resting.
Honestly, I'd rather
Your
have
puppy's
him.
Cute.
I'd rather have him with a torn ACL playing our offense than what we currently have on offense. So,
yeah, I can't argue with that.
You're
I think you meant to mute me.
Hit your microphone.
Hello?
You're back. Oh, John Zidar, the wetness, the wet boy. Your 2 Man Balls of the Week, my friend. Emphasis on 2.
I was sorry. I was gonna give one to Pete also for all the same reasons Darby said. Oh goodness, my second man ball. I guess I'm gonna give my second man ball to Dante Washington for helping put on this Legends event that's happening this weekend. It's been a lot of work, and he's been the spearhead of it for the players' side of things. So I really appreciate that.
No shit. I mean, God, yeah. Dante's been awesome. My first man ball, just like everyone else tonight, goes to Pete Edwards. Think about like the amount of shit he's done just in the last like 2 weeks publicly, and compare it to what Anthony Precourt has done in the previous 5 years. Like, think about that. Compare it. I could say a lot of horrible things about Anthony Precourt in comparison.
And we will.
Don't forget the vice president of business operations.
And they would all be accurate.
I have already forgotten him.
And justified
Yeah,
and
right.
called for. You know, there are stories we can tell about just the first week of since October 12th, and we'll tell them in great detail, you know, in the coming years or whatever. But like, Pete Edwards is already more involved in everything that makes a successful local owner successful than Anthony Precourt. Anthony Precourt doesn't even know what like the term successful means. He thinks it means like I have the same skiing vest on as Merritt Paulson. And like, you know, like that's what that man baby, you know, spotty lips, soft fucking hand asshole trust fund shithead thinks is success. Think about Pete Edwards. He is in many ways like the antithesis of Anthony Precourt. He talks about being authentic and being for Columbus. Like, Pete Edwards was also born into money. Like, he's from a very wealthy family. Anthony Precourt did nothing with his life except cash in his trust fund. Pete Edwards went to medical school and did residency and started his own business and has
very large and successful business.
Yeah, like he is everything that Anthony Precourt wanted to be, but was too stupid to know
lazy.
about. Yeah.
Will we be changing the name of this program for next season?
No, Anthony can eat shit. That's what ACES stands for. We've always said that.
Oh, yeah, you've said that for 3 years. You're right.
That's right. So my first man ball goes to Pete Edwards. My second man ball goes to Leslie Poole. And I just wanted to say, hey, what's up, Leslie? For just generally being an awesome person, I wonder what she has planned for Sunday. I wonder where she'll be.
Great segment.
Is this the part
do you want me to ask you something?
Yeah,
Am I supposed to like?
No, this is the end of it.
John, would you like to ask a follow-up question right
You
now?
can.
I would.
This is the end
I
of
would
it.
love to ask a follow-up question.
John, well, I've got bad news for you.
You're not gonna allow it?
No, we won't
Okay.
allow that. It's
I
nothing
mean,
like
but you
that.
can't-
Penis
if
breath.
you really wanted to stop it, you'd mute the microphone.
I could yell over this music.
Who could
Nothing
make
better than Morgan saying last point and then everybody keep talking.
If you've enjoyed the last pointery on segment 1, I've got some great news for you. We got Aaron Schneiblis coming up on segment 2. My friends, my mapaches, you got bad taste in podcasts, and you're listening to the Trash Pocket known as ACES Radio.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Now we blasting off into the ozone. The way we kick it in the dojo is local for show. That we paving the road that's opposed to the dodo. Going over your head like a top hat. Stop that. I know you hear me spitting these hot raps. Now watch that beat, cause it's about to drop. The Rockets is the 09 jump off. Yeah, your last name Pan, first name Peter. I know you see me playing and you want me to teach you, but I say elevated so that all God's creatures can hear me shout it out like my name is Aretha. Getting RESPECT. Fly by, see the looks on your faces. Cause I'm in full EFFECT. Jet setting on a daily basis. David F. Man, don't stop. David, don't stop. We came to rock it till the city takes off. Mr. Captain, yeah. I'm an ace pilot, yeah. I wanna spin my wings and fly. To all the people in coach, yeah. And to my first class folks, yeah. We'll show you how to scrape the sky. Yeah. As the curvature of the earth takes shape, fly fast forward like a videotape and no cape. Just follow my jet stream, proud in the clouds on the boom in your precinct. I'll have no trampoline, black box in the pocket of my jet jeans. Shine with the stars so bright, even NYC sees me. Get that?
Yeah, baby. Ignorant sluts, shitlords, celebrity fans, all you fools listening on your iPhones, crew union founders and members alike, and all you idiots that have been arrested in Montreal and now spend your time in federal penitentiary, aka pounding the ass prison. Welcome back. It's episode 100 and something of ACES Radio. My name's Carol Seaver, and we're brought to you as always by Blood and Urine, and we're broadcasting live from the beautiful front room here at Endeavor Brewing Company. On behalf of Jordy Scrinface and Sean Sitar, welcome back. Welcome back, buttlickers. What a treat. Big shout out to Todd Fichtenberg for stopping by on segment 1. If he can let Jake out and get back in time, he might be back for segment 3. What a treat that would be. You know, he wants to talk some Ethan Finlay on segment 3. Welcome back. It was nothing like that, Penis Breath. Drolby Screenface, how you doing? How you doing, pal?
Fantastic. People keep offering me beers, which I really enjoy. That worked out
Josh
so well for me.
Show, Josh Blanton. No, I'm good. I just got a full one. Thanks for asking after I got my beer. All right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could, I want to go ahead and unmute Channel 2 for the rest of our lives. As is the case on segment 2 every week, we have a celebrity guest in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. First time, long time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program, Aaron Woodson. Aaron.
Hello.
Woodson.
Is that right?
It's good. You were talking right into the microphone.
That's what I sound like? It's
Instantly
awful.
the best guest
I apologize.
It's
That's why
good.
we don't hang out with you a lot.
That's why we've been decreasing how much we've been hanging out with you. Every time you talk, we're like, oh. Has she sounded
There have
like
been
that
times
for the
where
whole
I've
time?
gotten to Morgan and Pam, seen you were there and left. Yeah.
Not surprising.
It was more like you heard her from
Oh,
the
okay.
porch. You're like, did you rip your microphone stand off?
Just like barely breathing on it.
All right, sorry about that, John. Aaron, we're going to start you off with the same question we ask of all of our celebrity fans, and that would be, how would crew fans know you?
They wouldn't.
And we hate that. We hate it when people say that.
Yeah, they would not know me.
Nobody in Crewdom would know you in any fashion.
Do you have like a Twitter account?
Sheevy? I don't even know what my Twitter is. Sheevy?
Oh my god.
That's so Aaron? I think that's it.
No, That's So Aaron is your sister's account that was started and last updated in 2013.
It's a good one.
About you being drunk or something. I follow it. It's one of my 614 follows.
Yeah,
I'll tell
I made
you what.
the list.
For those of you who don't know Erin, she's a crew fan. She's from Columbus. Her husband Jarvis is frequently mentioned on this program.
I love you. Just like you're literally asking the question and answering it.
yeah.
Like you're not
Well-
even pretending that she's involved in this process.
Well, she's not answering it really well, so I'm going to do
You
it
didn't
for
give her
her.
a chance for that.
Yeah, you didn't even ask
You
me a
literally
question.
were done speaking. You said they wouldn't.
They wouldn't, so yeah, you're right.
There it is. Your husband Jarvis did the Save the Crew hat that Jason Duvner wore.
Yeah.
You should have said that.
I mean,
Aaron, we're going to start you off with the same question.
John did the hat.
Yeah, I mean,
Jarvis
he
helped make
just,
the
like-
deal happen.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we'll circle back. By the end of this, people will know where they know you from because I have the questions set up.
I just want to say that in the intro is the only time you've ever acknowledged my last name is Woodson.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I wondered if you were going to say that too.
Well, there's a whole thing with girls with their last names that I won't pretend to understand. Like, I usually call you Aaron Schneiblis.
Yeah.
Your maiden name is what?
Sheeble.
Sheeble. That's
Sheeble.
right. And which is a dumb last name. It's
great.
It's dumb.
It would be a dumb first name.
It would also be a dumb first name.
It
You're
goes
right
back
about
to
that,
like
Jarvis.
like some people are like Masons. Her people were sheep fuckers.
Sheebles.
Sheebles.
Sheep pulls.
Sheeples.
Sheep pull.
She's like
Yeah.
1/64th sheep.
Yeah. When I met you, you were Sheeble, and I was like, "That's dumb." So I put you in my phone as Schneiblis, and that's where you are today.
Yeah.
Schneiblis. Yes,
Phil?
Yvonne, you have a.
Why? She's sitting next to Darby Schnarfus, whose
Oh.
real name.
Oh, maybe they're related.
There we go.
What the fuck? Are you Aaron's grandfather?
Darby and a sheep.
Roasted.
He didn't know it was a sheep. He thought it was a horse. It was dark out.
I don't like where this is going. Would you like to answer another question?
Yeah, let's
How about
keep
this?
going.
Where be you from, Aaron?
There you go.
I grew up in Dublin,
Yeah.
but originally I'm from Pennsylvania.
Hashtag Dublin is home.
Hashtag we are.
Massive?
Penn
What are we
State?
doing?
Yeah.
Massive?
Wait, is that a Dublin thing? We are?
No. Penn
No?
State.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
a Penn State thing.
you were born in Pennsylvania. Where in Pennsylvania?
It's a small town called Lewisburg. There's a college there, Bucknell.
Ah.
Yeah.
Why Lewisburg?
I don't know.
Like, why was Bucknell
She didn't
like
get a vote,
why you
Morgan.
were there?
Yeah, I mean, my dad went there. And,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what, he worked there or something? Or did
You just stayed after he graduated?
He grew up in Lewisburg. He went to the university, and that's where
what
he
about
met
your
my
mom? Your mom was there too?
She is from Lancaster, Pennsylvania,
Okay.
Amish country.
and
Yeah.
she went to Bucknell, and that's where they
She
met?
did not. I don't know. I think she had a teaching job in Lewisburg or
Did she
something.
get knocked up on Rumspringa?
Yeah, sounds like my mom.
That's what I'm saying. Like, were they dating in college and like they got
No,
pregnant?
I think they
Okay.
got married. They met sometime in their 20s, got married, and yeah.
In all the years I've known you, I just met your parents for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they're
They're
be
smaller and older than I thought they would be.
They are pretty old.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just imagine they'd be
they-
very tall.
Wait, how old are they?
I mean, like 60. Oh gosh, they would kill me if I said 63, 62, 64. I don't know. I think they look great.
Yeah,
Yeah, cover your bases there.
I think they're doing fine.
Yeah.
As far as olds go.
Yeah, as far as like elderly people, they're also
They
that.
are very short, so.
They're small, yeah.
They're small
I mean, your
people.
brother RC, he's taller. He's tallish.
very tall.
He's lanky.
6 something.
Yeah, he kind of like sachets around the place.
How tall was the milkman? How do you get a tall brother? When you have short parents.
Very carefully, John.
Oh.
So, have you always been a
Amish
sportsman?
country. They had their own cows. There was no milkman.
This is. I'm going to set you up for the next question with this question. Have you always been a sportsman? Have you played sports? Have you been a fan of sports? Like, you're one of the top crew fans in the game. Have you always been a sports fan?
Have tried to play sports. I'm awful.
What were
I'm
your
not
sports
athletic.
of choice?
I played softball with your wife growing up.
Wait for the fucking question later.
I mean, what else am I supposed to say? That's
yeah,
the
you
sport
didn't.
we played.
Maybe that was a you problem.
We'll just.
That was definitely
We'll
Morgan's
just-
fault.
yeah.
We'll just put you on.
Please
hold
talk about a
there.
thing that you did without giving away the answer to a future question.
Aaron, no one can hear
I am
us right
a
now. Please don't
huge-
talk about Pam because
I
we're going
won't.
to talk
Okay,
about that later.
that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
Oh, that was a great
I'm a huge,
pause. I'm glad
great.
we did a reset.
Yeah.
Do you want me to answer the question?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Do you not listen to the show?
I am a huge Penn State fan. So
All right, talk to us about Penn State.
Or
grew
don't.
up- I grew up a Penn State fan. My parents bought season tickets before they were married, and they've had them ever since. So I probably go to one game a year, usually the Penn State-Ohio State game.
Yeah. Home and
Do,
away.
do your parents still live there?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
They still have season tickets?
Yeah,
though?
they
Really?
sell most of them.
No, they live like in Muirfield.
They live in Dublin,
Yeah.
where I grew up.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if they went back. You said they had season
I mean,
tickets.
my extended family lives in Pennsylvania.
Still, okay.
Yes.
So here's what I like about you, Caitlin, RC, and Ernie, whatever your older brother's name is.
Danny.
Out in Seattle, who's a
Yeah.
Sounders season ticket holder. Fuck off,
Hashtag take
Danny.
notes.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Like, you guys are prime examples of like how kids should be raised in like sports families. Like, you should like the teams that your family likes, regardless of where you live. Like, let's say Pam and I ended up like, I don't know, like a tornado like from Wizard of Oz picked us up, and like we were just like, we had to live in Detroit forever.
You couldn't just move like normal
Like,
people.
no,
you
'cause
had to
we
be
wouldn't.
taken there via tornado.
Wait until the end of this. And we ended up in Michigan, John. It's the only way we'd end up there.
Okay.
Like, my kids would never grow up Michigan Wolverines fans. Never, ever, ever, ever,
No.
ever, ever.
I would try very hard to convince them to do that.
Well,
'cause
you
I
would,
know it
you would
anger
fucking
you.
fail. But, like, every Schneiblis is a Penn State fan.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Growing up, it was kind of fun being the only Penn State fan in my
Was it?
school. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of fun.
Okay, now let's talk about your husband, Jarvis. You guys met in, high school?
Yes.
Jarvis is one of, and so I met you guys at a crew game, and the thing, like, here's what I remember about Jarvis, because this is what I remember about meeting you guys. Jarvis was, is it safe to say, a scene kid?
I've seen the
100%.
Yeah, like he had like the long hair that's like plastered to the sides of his faces.
I mean,
and-
I guess it's more like wannabe scene kid.
Yeah, it was bad. It was stupid. Like, he looked dumb. He was wearing like a
Yeah.
tank top and like jean shorts and like Toms, and
Was
he,
in a band.
Yeah, like he played bass. That's how you knew it wasn't real.
Yeah.
And like it just like I was okay. So you guys walked up to this tailgate. We had like a mutual friend, and I was like, motherfucker, here comes this fucking scene kid, like not wearing anything crew specific, just like a black tank. Like, you know,
There you go, the black.
his hair like plastered to the side of his face, and I don't know why I did this, but I did some sort of like entry level like sports fandom thing where I said something about like the '97 Rose Bowl, because you know you guys said you're from Columbus, and Jarvis just started like bam reeling off like 100,000 Ohio State facts, and I was like, oh okay, guess
Yeah.
I'll be friends with this guy forever. And you know, like, he was in my wedding, and you know, like, you guys introduced me to Pam. We'll deal with that later. But like, you started dating Jarvis.
Wait, we're
and,
not
like,
talking about
he's
that.
Captain Ohio
Can you not
State.
ruin the answer to the future
come on,
questions,
sorry about
please?
Like, talk to us about growing up Penn State in an Ohio State environment.
I just licked the mic.
You
That
just
was
fart?
gross.
What was that?
No, I
Oh.
just licked the mic. Yeah.
Oh, it's the
We
one
asked
that's
you to not do that.
It's the one that's used by so many other people.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
R.I.P.
What was the question? About
Penn
something
State,
about-
Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it was
yeah.
fun. I would not think it
It
was
is.
It's still fun.
Being with Jarvis, I'm going to call him Brandon moving forward. It's really difficult because he is such a huge fan. I'm such a huge fan. When we go to the Penn State Ohio State game, it's not fun because one of us is in a bad mood.
Yeah, and you guys go every year.
Usually it's him that's in the best mood. So
Yeah, and you guys have to get in a fight about this every year.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
You have to.
I mean, one year I left him on Penn State's campus to find his way to the car by himself.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
He's not from Happy Valley.
I mean, there's nothing I like more than Ohio State losing.
And not just to Penn State.
No.
Like to Michigan. Anybody.
Like, I wish that I enjoyed Ohio State winning. Like, all my friends are Ohio State fans, but...
You're just a communist.
Yeah, it just gives me so much joy.
And growing up like that, like you were a troll before like the word troll kind of existed in the way that
My
it
mom's
does
the biggest
today.
troll. I
Yeah?
learned from her. Yeah.
Like she takes gratification when Ohio State is
Oh, yeah.
in pain.
Yes.
Wow, what a bitch.
And RC. I mean, you know that.
Yeah,
So.
well, RC's a piece of shit too. At Jarvis's bachelor party, let's just one more thing before we move on. RC, who's Aaron's younger brother, and Jarvis's brother-in-law, was staying in our hotel room. It was 2014, the first game of the year, away at DC. I was kind of planning it, so of course I made it an on tour. And we're like sleeping in this hotel room, and your brother talks in his sleep. But he doesn't just talk in his sleep, like he speaks in paragraphs in his sleep.
Really?
Oh my God.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
What was it? Kevin? And he
Kevin.
was just screaming that.
So
Ugh.
he like it. He
Like
has
has conversations with you, or is just talking?
No,
talking.
So you think that he talks in a way that you think that he's talking to somebody on the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's dark, so you're like assuming that he has a phone because it's such like a phone conversation way of talking. He goes, like I wake up and I hear just like, oh, Kevin. Kevin.
I mean, how you're saying this isn't like the best.
But this is exactly what happened. He's like, oh, Kevin, come on. We've talked about this, Kevin, and you said that you wouldn't. But, oh, Kevin. And I'm sitting there absolutely fucking stone cold face terrified. And it's going on for like an hour and a half. And all of a sudden it's...
What?
Yeah, dude. And it stops. And it just stops. And you like, did he hang up on him? Like the next day I had to ask him. I'm like, what the fuck is Kevin all about? What were you doing with this Kevin guy?
He had no idea.
And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you talked to Kevin from like 3 a.m. to 5:30.
How do you go on a trip and stay in a room with people and not warn them that you do that?
I don't know. I never knew about it.
I keep okay.
You're fine.
I don't remember him doing that growing up, but when we lived with him, me and Jarvis lived with him. After we got married, he was every night he would do that.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying. But it's one
Does
thing.
he like walk and stuff too?
No.
Oh.
But I mean, I think it's like an alcohol-induced thing.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were very
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah. Oh, were you?
It's one thing if you're like,
Yeah.
but he's like very clear, like, Kevin, you've made a mistake. Kevin, this is the wrong choice. Fantastic. Okay. Now, let's move on to what we were talking about earlier. Name one of your childhood friends.
One of them?
Yeah, just one. Pick one at random.
Faye.
No.
Yes. Good answer. Talk more about Faye.
Pam.
Pam Pranis. Or Pam Purdy. What's her name?
Pam Pranis.
Pranis? That's how I always
It was
listen.
nothing like that, Pranis breath.
I mean,
Nothing like that, penis breath.
That's how I always listen to her at my company parties. Like, so she'd have a name tag on the thing that said Pam Pranis. Yeah. That was
it's really
great.
sad. It took me a minute to think of any other friend besides Pam.
Yeah,
So.
it's funny. That's very funny. We'll all laugh about that later. So talk to us about, like, okay, you and I met at the same time I met your douchebag husband.
Mm-hmm.
Pam was dating a guy and just got out of the relationship. She calls you. What did she
Thank
say?
God. What did she say?
Yeah, what did she say?
She said, I need a new man.
That's not
Morgan
what happened.
Hughes.
That is not how it worked. That's not how it worked.
No,
at all.
I hadn't hung out with with Pam for probably a few years. She had like
Let me
a real
smash.
job. Can we? Okay. She had like a.
Can we not?
She had a real job. She was acting old, going to bed early, had a boyfriend, and I mean, we were
Yes,
still
acting old.
still
she was
staying
dating a
up
guy
till-
out in California.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was dating a guy out
Gosh,
in
I
California.
just can't keep track of all of them.
How dare you?
But yeah, she called me up and I said we were going to a crew game, and she just joined along.
She hit.
Well, you hadn't talked to her or hung out with her in years, and she's just like,
I mean,
"Hey,
not years.
what are you doing tonight?"
We would always keep in touch, but like
They
she
went
had
to
a
middle school
boyfriend at a
together,
time, and so she
high
wasn't really
school.
like
You guys went to
doing
college
stuff.
together?
Yeah, I mean, we lived together in college.
Yeah.
We just
So the story is Pam had agreed to move to California to live with this guy.
I can't believe you're saying this.
It's her mistake, not
He
mine.
tells everyone anyways. I know this whole story.
Yeah.
I could tell this story.
Oh, back to you, John.
I won't, but I
Go
could.
ahead. No, I think you should.
No, I don't want to.
This guy's like, babe, please move out.
Oh, she was dating Frankie.
Yeah.
I mean, California. Like, that's all making sense.
Galaxy signed me.
Wreck it out here. So he's like, move out here, and she's like, cool. I'll quit my job.
And she did.
And she did. And
Where
then
was she working?
Albrands.
Yes.
Oh, she was working there then too. Oh,
I thought you could
Finance
tell
and
the
Albrands.
story, John. Jesus, come on.
Yeah, John, get it together.
he's doing a great job.
So she quits, and the guy, like 2 days before she's supposed to fucking move out there, the guy's like, I'm not sure about that.
Actually, I found a hot California
And she's
girl
like,
that I'd rather bang.
Oh, what? So clearly breaks up with him like on the spot, and she's like, "Hey, have you?" To her boss, like, "Hey, have you given my resignation in?" And he's like, "Not yet." And she's like, "All right, tear it up." So it's fine. So she calls you, and she's like, "I'm gonna get butthole ass down. I'm gonna get butthole ass
Why is
down."
she Irish?
Yeah. And you're like, "Oh, we're going
Valley
to this
girl
crew
Irish.
game."
Yeah.
At the same time, me and your husband Jarvis and Jarvis's friend Tim. We're golfing with Jarvis's dad, also named Jarvis. It's a foursome. We're
Yeah.
having a great time. I'm in first
That
place.
is such a random group.
On the 10th hole, Jarvis, Pam and Jarvis did not get along in college.
It's because Pam's boyfriend stole Jarvis's shrimp. So
I'm sorry.
You hate to see that.
What?
No, don't steal a man's shrimp. That ain't right.
also maybe something about throwing knives at a party.
Also, don't do
That sounds more realistic. I can
Pam
believe
is
that.
like that.
I'd be
I
more
believe
bad
that.
about the shrimp. I'm not going to lie.
I throw knives at Darby at best friend lunch all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's just
But I don't
Tuesday.
ever take
Yeah.
his shrimp.
Yeah.
So Jarvis goes,
Who won the belt that day, Morgan?
Oh, not me. I'm horrid at golf. And Jarvis goes, God damn it. Aaron's stupid friend Pam is coming to the crew game tonight. I was like, I had just broken up with someone, and I fucking knew it, man. I fucking knew I was going to like that girl. I don't know why.
Because I'm so cool.
No, maybe.
Well, that's probably not
and
it.
And I said, Jarvis, don't say that about Pam. Tim might marry her. That would be
So true.
I literally said that. Anyway, so you bring Pam, and we're going to get back to Blurred Lines in a second. So before we get there, I want to ask you, how'd you get into the crew?
How did I get into the crew?
Yeah.
We were bored one night, and there was a crew game. I kind of remember Brandon being like, do you want to go to the crew game tonight? And I was like, what's that? He's like, the soccer team. I was like, what? There's a soccer team here? So, I mean, that's kind of how it all started. We got like a 24-pack of beer, sat in the parking lot, and that was that.
Very nice.
When I used to go
and
to the
you've been
games.
going to
Yeah.
not many games since. Wonderful. So
You're still allowed to bring the beer if that makes any difference.
It's true.
I'm going to play something for you, and I want you to give me your first
my
thoughts.
God.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Like as the song's going on,
What do you think? What does this bring up?
we are in the back of the car.
Whose car?
Your car.
Oh, my car.
Me and Pam.
That
are in
same
the back of the
first
car.
day,
Yeah.
all right.
In your Mazda 6.
That's right.
Probably windows open. Probably smoking something.
Is that the car the raccoon destroyed?
You're goddamn right it is, John.
Smoking something.
Yeah.
Clove cigarettes is what you're saying.
No, we weren't smoking weed. We were smoking cigarettes. A
Yeah.
whole shitload of cigarettes.
Yeah. And Pam loves this song apparently.
Pam was butthole wasted. All right? Butthole wasted.
I mean, she used to be fun.
Like more
really
so,
fun.
like
More so
you can
than,
see it
like-
sometimes. She gets it occasionally.
Yes.
Like she was here on Endeavor Friday. She
Yeah.
was wasted.
With
it's
Gary,
coming out. It's coming out more lately.
She's
for sure.
yeah. I've seen it.
She's
a lot
married to
lately.
Morgan now,
Yeah.
and she's realized she has nothing to live
Dude,
for. so.
you should have seen her last weekend, last Friday at my friend's wedding, a week from tomorrow.
Oh,
she
yeah?
got so wasted we had to leave, and then she booted all over our house. Oh, yeah. That's real. It was like the last time all of my friends are ever going to be together, like, except for all the second weddings.
She was embarrassingly wasted.
Oh,
Or when all
we
the-
were the first ones that left.
when all the kids are getting together and
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to be old and boring.
No, after the divorces, I'm saying. So I'm driving Aaron and Jarvis and Pam, this new person I've met, Jarvis and I are in the front seat. This song has just come out, and Aaron downloaded it on my phone. And
what great timing.
And so,
how much did you practice this to get that line right there?
Too much. And so I start the car and like it automatically comes on. And Pam is so butthole wasted. In no way is this how she is. But
You've
she
now
says,
known her for 2 hours.
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
But she turns to Aaron and goes, "There's something about this song that always makes me want to fuck."
Amazing. She's never said that again.
I mean, you only have to say that once.
Like she heard someone say it earlier, and she's
It
such
was
a
me.
weird.
It
was you.
And she always, so embarrassing. But more embarrassing for her.
For fucking sure it was. So now, like, if you were at our wedding, we walked into this song. Like, I will just like play this song at times during the day. Like on a Saturday, I'll be like, "Oh, hey Pam, have you heard Blurred Lines?" Like, hey, hey, hey.
Did she know you guys were?
So embarrassed. What?
Did she know you guys were walking into that at your wedding?
No. Well, I told her like I'm gonna have Blurred Lines playing, and she's like, "I'll fucking kill you." I'll fucking kill you. So the song starts playing. Like, she can't do shit. Okay, so like you were the person who introduced the scourge known as Pam Purdy into my life, and for that I'll never forgive you. Let's talk about the Seattle Sounders.
Yeah.
Now, you and Jarvis took a trip out to the left coast.
Yes, my brother lives there.
2013. Your brother Danny works for Microsoft, I believe.
He does.
And he's a communist Benedict Arnold traitor son of a bitch. So he's now a season ticket holder for the Sounders?
He is. Yeah, I think he has like a box of some sort. I don't know.
It's a box?
Yeah.
Wow. Fancy.
That's gross.
I don't know. Maybe
Usually
not a
need an
box. Maybe
operation
just
for that.
Microsoft money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're out there and you start like all I know is you start posting pictures of like this lad march to the match. And
it was amazing.
And it was just like hashtag Crew96, hashtag take notes. And I was so fucking pissed, dude. I was so fucking... And this is like in the midst of like the Docicera like Capo Gate thing, or maybe like in the, like the aftermath of it. Talk to us about what we need to take notes about.
I mean, in all fairness, the stadium was like surrounded by bars. Just like John was saying earlier, it just makes it more fun. And that's why I was saying hashtag take notes.
There's nothing like that, penis breath.
And everyone in the city is wearing Sounder stuff. Here, people are like, what's that?
Yeah. Or maybe Seahawks stuff because it's all the same colors.
Oh.
God, what the fuck?
Oh, my.
That does help.
So when you were there taking notes, did you
Yes.
did you
All three of our
keep any of
teams are
them? Can you
fucking
read any of the
different
notes to us?
Oh, yeah, let me, no.
Oh, here we go. Oh, no, you don't have
You
it?
don't have them?
So now we're
that
about
was
to...
so long ago. I don't...
Well, we're about to... I had to roast you about that.
Yeah.
I've said take notes to you probably 7 times a year since then.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're about to enter this new era where like Seattle's going to be taking notes from us.
Absolutely.
What like are you going to be more of a like a participatory present Crew fan now that it's Crew 4.0?
Yeah, I said we would buy season tickets again.
Yeah.
And I
don't
regret that.
I don't think there's anything like shameful about that because if we have this sweet downtown stadium that's like new and cool and fun, and you can go to bars and like restaurants and like walk places, like yes, I think it's okay that more people come.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah,
it has to be
I wasn't
okay.
really paying
Yeah.
attention
For more
to anything
people
you
to
were
come.
just saying. I kind of zoned out, but
Fantastic. You fit right in
I
here.
did the same thing.
I'm going on Sunday.
segment
That's
are we
pretty
in?
impressive, right?
Are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
what time are you going to
Guess.
be there, though?
I don't know. We're flying in from Chicago, so
Why are you in
whenever-
Chicago?
Visiting Brandon's sister.
Oh, she moved there.
Yeah.
When did she move there?
Last January.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
This is the first
something
time
like
out?
that. Yeah, we're bad siblings.
Dude, no, you're not. My sister's lived in Detroit almost 4 years, and I haven't visited her yet.
It just time goes so quick. It just like really sneaks up on you.
I'm a bad sibling.
But like Detroit, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, Chicago.
Chicago's
says,
a good
like,
place.
Yeah.
to
Chicago's
visit.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit's an armpit.
You could go to Detroit and take the train to Chicago. That's actually fun. Amtrak.
How long does that take? Have you done that?
Yeah,
I assume you did because you lived there.
Yeah, I did it a few times. I don't remember. But
Great
it didn't
story.
suck. Sorry about that, Travis. No, I took the train also from Portland to Seattle, speaking of the Sounders, and, like, that was incredible.
Yeah, the train, I've heard, just, like, along any part of that coast is just, like...
No matter the season, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And, like, obviously trains you can get up, walk around, like, charge your iPad, you know, like...
Right.
Plug your dildo in. It's, you know, it's great. Everything's fine.
Why are you unplugging it?
I've been asking myself that for years. Aaron, I'm going to ask you a question. This is called the Greg Benson question. And, you know, I'll just ask it. You don't have to, like, try to look at it on the screen. Just look at me.
Read that.
Don't try to read it. It's a question that I'm reading.
Okay.
All right. It's called the Greg Benson question. He can't sleep at night unless he hears you answer it. What does accrue mean to you?
It's difficult. I mean, I just have... God damn it. I just have... I'm going to cry. No, I just have so many memories. I mean, in my 20s, to our 20s.
To our 20s.
I met one of my best friends there. I mean, two of my best friends got married. I might even say that the Lexners are kind of together because of the crew.
Oh, for sure they are.
So, I mean...
Amy dated Danny O'Rourke. Like,
okay.
She never would have been in our lives.
She's going to love that.
But
Hi,
for
Amy.
Danny... Oh, she listens to fucking ACES radio.
She will.
We always have to mention that. Have I never mentioned that before?
No, you had to have said that before.
I think so. Did we mention on Kip's episode?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, we
sure.
had to have.
All right.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I just have had the best time because of the crew. Not just at the crew games, but, like, in life.
Yeah.
I mean, I hang out with you and Pam and Kip and Amy all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes Zadar.
Meh.
Sometimes.
When he's available.
And when I go to Darby's house, really drunk.
Which, it's so funny, like... So was it Friday at Endeavor when you came up and you're like, by the way, I'm so sorry for the way the
It was Thursday, and I was also really drunk.
And I was like, no, seriously, this is fine. And I thought you were talking specifically about Shrek because in the whole marching lad party, like Shrek was bouncing around like a fucking pinball.
Was
in the
Shrek
house.
there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Shrek had reached like peak Shrek drunk.
Yeah.
Like he was moments from hitting someone in the face.
And let me just say, he had a great time talking to the president of the company that I work for at that party.
Oh, did he?
Oh my God. She was totally fascinated by him, yeah. But no, like, cool. You guys were awesome. Like, you and Jarvis came in and you're like, your house is so great and this is so wonderful and thank you so much. I'm like, oh.
They do lie a lot.
The only reason we had to leave is to get Rotolos.
They left to get pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to get
that's
it.
fair. Yeah, no.
Pizza is my life.
Yeah.
For
the
sure.
buffalo chicken dip was almost gone, so like there was no reason to hang out at the party at that point.
I ate all of
I didn't
that.
even know there was any of that.
Oh, shit. Well, next
It's bullshit.
Sorry.
There's a crew marketing piece done in I think before the season in 2014, and it was like, you know, a bunch of us like marching, like they're like show up on High Street to march down and be filmed, and
Oh my God.
you remember this?
Yes.
And I'd like gone to the stadium and got like a bunch of flags, and you know, like it turned out really great, but like they pulled like a couple of us off to the side, like me, you, Jarvis, Pam, Kramer, a couple other people, and they're like, sit in this entryway. This
Look like badasses.
Yeah, like no one smile. Yeah. And we're like, we probably sat there for 45 minutes trying to not smile. They finally got like a 1/2 of 1 second shot, and it's in this commercial forever of us like sitting around there, and it just like zooms in on you and Pam. It's like a wide shot of all of us, and then it zooms in on you and Pam being hard asses. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, there are not two crew fans that are less hard ass than the people that you picked. Crazy. Last question. We're going to get you the hell out of here. How can user AGS stack be stopped?
I mean, I was just looking at that. I listen pretty much to all of the podcasts, and I like seriously don't even know what that means. So I would say I don't know.
It sounds like in your mind he's already been stopped.
It's like in that episode of Mad Men where he's like, I think you're a fool. And he's like, really? I don't think about you at all.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Incidentally, this is maybe the first episode where you haven't coached somebody on that question and what it means. So, fantastic timing on that. Well done.
There's a video that I've put on Twitter of Aaron putting on ACES radio on the porch and Jarvis being embarrassed to have been like videotaped listening to it.
I mean, it's something my friends do, so I listen. Like, I want to support you guys.
So you've never heard like this.
Yeah, but
She's
like,
saying yes, but not that blatant.
like what? Like, what is it?
So it's the guy who made that song and this song.
This is AGS Attack.
If you had, if
Very
you,
well done.
If you could do anything to this person who's making you listen to these songs right now, what would you do?
God, I don't even know. It's just.
I know it's just like kind of turns your brain to mush, right?
Oh my.
You maybe would murder him with a knife or something like that, maybe? I don't know.
God, no.
Would you leave him on Penn State's campus to find his way home?
Yeah,
Please,
for
please.
sure.
No,
For
we're like,
sure.
please do it. Can we make this happen?
It seems like that's something you only do to people that you care about. So,
Yeah.
for the first time ever, a guest. It took 106 episodes, but what would you do to AGS Attack? I'd care about him. We hate that. Big shout out to Aaron Schneiblis, guest of the week on episode 106. Thank you for stopping by, my
guys.
friend. What a treat.
Sorry, that was boring.
Sorry that we told you you'd be on last week and then forgot about it, and then you got drunk because it was your birthday.
Now, when you say
No.
we,
and by we, I mean just John.
you mean just yourself.
Just John.
Just you, Morgan.
I don't book guests.
Yeah.
You tried to
Damn
book
it,
somebody
Karen.
on Twitter today. You tried to book somebody on Twitter today. I like that tweet. I
I
seen
didn't.
it. I seen it. I'm from Michigan. I say I seen it.
Oh, Evan.
Yes.
But
Dr.
he's-
Spider-Man.
And that's only if he's here on Thursdays.
Yeah, how's he going to be here on a Thursday?
He's not.
Tune in to find out, Drops. If you've enjoyed the shitloadery on segment 2, I've got some bad news
Playoff
for you.
games.
You got Bad Jason Podcast. We're coming back on segment
Playoff
3 with your hot takes
Playoff.
and more. You're listening
Playoff.
to ACES Radio.
Hot, sicker than your average. Down like goose and I'm fly like Maverick. With a savage attack in a mouth like a mash spitting fuego. Homie, it ain't tricking if it's magic illusions. Indubitably juvenile. My crew can do it and we do it well. Rock around the clock all across the nation. Got a lot of sky miles and a reputation of making earthquakes every time we land. Cause stopping in an option or a part of the plan. Fools get to fuming while I'm running on jet fuel. Now pay close attention cause I'm ready to let you know what I'm all about, child. I got that style that you come to love. And I'ma stay fly till the day I die, spitting fresh to death from above. Get it, David F. Man, you don't stop. David, you don't stop. We came to rock it till the city takes off. Mr. Captain, yeah, I'm an ace pilot, yeah. I wanna spin my wings and fly to all the people in coach, yeah. To my first class folks, yeah. We'll show you how to spin the sky.
Yeah, baby. Ignorant slut, shitlord, celebrity fans, and all you fools listening on your iPhones, welcome back. It is segment 3, episode 106 of the Failing Aces Radio. Thanks as always to the guests on segment 2. This week's edition, Aaron Schneiblis, a.k.a. Aaron Woodson, a.k.a. Pam's best friend. What a dirty bitch she was. Thank God she's gone. On behalf of Benevolent Corporate Overlord sponsors Blood and Urine, my name is astronaut Carol Seaver. Welcome back to the Trash Pocket. Drabs. That's all I got.
Did you forget the intro to this segment, Morgan?
I'm just done. I'm done with you. I'm done with the whole thing. I won't pretend anymore.
That's fair. So this has been fun. See you guys.
All right, see you. Are you getting me?
He's
some,
leaving, I'm
sushi?
leaving.
Don't give John a way out. Todd Fichtenberg was supposed to be.
You want to go have a late best friends lunch?
Oh,
I would
yeah,
love
all right.
nothing more.
We can do that.
No, you have to stay here and finish the show.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Steps
You-
FC?
Oh.
Todd
What if
Fichtenberg.
can we just turn the show over to Steps, Rob, and Yvonne and just go home?
Oh my God, it would be infinitely better.
I would.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Like I said, it would be infinitely better.
It's really not hard. If I can control this, come on.
Yeah,
Fair
and
enough.
to just leave the equipment because
I mean, it's only worth a couple $100 anyway.
Yeah. It's all broken.
There's nothing like that, penis breath.
How dare you?
Baited.
Todd Fichtenberg was supposed to be back on segment 3 to show his man love for Ethan Finley, but he's not here, so we welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen, first time, long time, Steps
Yeah.
FC.
Amen.
Steps.
Never been here before.
FC, welcome back. What if I told you, Steps, that there was a cure to this...
Jesus Christ.
Second time tonight.
Shit's falling right off the rails.
A cure for the scourge known as whatever the hell is happening here, 106 episodes in.
I would say let's take it. Let's do it.
Is it penis breath?
Oh, that's right, Drabs. They say the only cure for the penis breath is hot takes.
Nothing is impossible. Make your dreams come true.
And now, an ACES Radio exclusive. The battle for the grand prize. Hot takes from the massive.
You're not going to stop there. We got the grand prize.
Hot takes from Twitter.
He's heating up.
Hot takes
He's on fire.
from you.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't, Walter.
We got the grand prize. Grand prize.
Potatoes! There it is. Hey, Walter, how's it going, you dirtbag? Shit. Welcome back, lads, to another edition of the Battle for the Grand Goddamn Prize. I remind you, as always, no one knows what the grand prize is, because no one knows who has won the grand prize as of yet. So let your head nod throughout the outro.
I really want John Zidar dead.
Fantastic, Glenn Tennis. Before we move to the subreddit known as the Massive Lads, I wonder if I could read the overall standings. According to Alex Thomas, it's the only reason people turn their dials.
Are you going to make it?
Maybe steps.
I got stroked out on
step
second one.
in here, as it were. Yeah.
It's only been 106
Yvonne is demanding
times
the
of doing
microphone
this.
at this point. She
I
is
think we
done
should
with
just
your
get
shit.
up and Chinese fire drill it around, and then, like, when the beeping noise goes off, we all sit back wherever we are.
Dude, mysterious
musical
noise.
chairs. I love it.
Mysterious beeping noise.
Oh my god! I just got really excited because I just remembered something from last week.
Jesus Christ!
I remembered that I now know what the beef decoder is for.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, is this the right time for it?
No, we can do it after the hot takes, but I just remembered and I almost died because I remembered.
I thought you about fell, man.
Your eyes got huge, and then they got huger as you nearly fell to your death. It was
Those of you
fantastic.
who weren't here will never know how hard John just shot.
Shat. The word is shat.
He shot from
No,
like a
I'm
relaxed
dry.
position.
I'm dry.
In
Although
first
my
place,
mics are brown. The microphone is not having a great time.
we don't
today.
like that. In first place, Bob at
'Cause it
Extreme
almost
with
died.
30 points, followed by Justin Merriman Facts with 21. In third place, Greeley Bad Ideas with 14. Gregular 420 checks in fourth with 13, followed by Basketball Emoji, Darling Thief, and Mike Hudson sucks. What a good lad he is, and he certainly does. All with 11 points in fifth. Krush Mac follows in eighth with 8 point, followed by Mysterious Beeping Noise with 7, Aces Stefan with 6, Zip 6 with 5, Spikehead Linden B with 4. Moving the fuck on, Aces Archive, Rec League Commish, Zappalicious, Setting the Table, and Ron T also with 4 in 12th place. The 3-pointers are Top Lad Dave, Hudel.
Goes in tight.
Bob. Older Than Darbs, Massive 14, Your Gavin is showing. Columbus Lad, The Ralph Shudell Show, The Left Hand Clapper, AGS Attack, and The Columbus Crew Eagle, all in 19th place with 3 points apiece. The 2-pointers are as follows. Hi, Darbs. It's Kellyanne. A Logjam, Pam, Soapy Butt, Vicious Bike, When Aces Radio Was Good, Morgan's Anal Leakage, Aces Dictionary, Precourt Used Cars, Sosa's Untapped Account, Salad Croutons, Super Soft Morgan, Things Morgan is Good At, and Josephine's Mom, all tied in 29th place with 2 points apiece. Celebrity Gaggle Fuck is as follows. Pippa Pick, Pickle Peppers, Aces Radio, Tiger Beat 96, Spikehead, Lady Bird, Eric Bobbitt, and Lovin' Bars, Skeets McTaz, Darby's Fan Club, Dan Cordemonch, DH Go, Segment 3 Buys, Conspiracy, MSLeb, Darby's Fun Stall for Your Horse, GCG Bag, Tyler, Fifth on the Stand, ATX Stadium Parking, none other than Greg's Ass, Drolby Screen Face, Yoshi Bro, Todrick 33, Frankie Haydock, ATX City Council, Patrick Jones, Morgan Hughes Facts, Greg Benson, Justin Merriman, Best of Big Soccer, Brent's Bucket, but not Brent, BN620, Higher Ballerina, not spelled how you think it is, Morgan's Battle Ideas, Crew Pad, Buttle Surfer, Ansi Pants 837, Degenerate T-Bone, all tied with 1 point in 42nd place. Never read those worse in my life. Bringing up the rear this week, Greg, and getting the bulk with negative 3 points in 76th place, Bob O'Shaughnessy. Bob O'Shaughnessy. We move now to the subreddit known as the Massive Lads, where I remind you, as always, these hot takes are organized automatically by their level of fiery fucking hotness. Tonight's top upvoted comment post thing comes to us from none other than user Yeah Mergen with 14 points. Fuck off. Quote, I would like to give the following blood points. I'm way too drunk during segment 3. So without further ado, Twitterless Pam, I love you, babe. Columbus Lad, because I totally want to have a nice romantic dinner and afterwards passionate lovemaking with Columbus Lad. And don't worry, we will allow it. I would like to give 30 blood points to the Columbus Eagle, hashtag I'm a 3-4 man, hashtag totally not a eunuch, end quote.
There's nothing like that, penis breath.
Drolby Screenface, your thoughts?
We have established you do have a penis.
Yeah,
it's the
true.
size of an acorn.
That's, yeah.
Therefore, you cannot, by definition, be a eunuch.
Inch wide, mile.
Inch deep.
Inch deep,
wide, inch
mile.
deep. Rounding up.
From where I'd want to be. Yeah. Your thoughts, Darby?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry I don't have the Columbus Lad drop queued up. I should have been more prepared. I didn't do any show prep today.
So like normal.
Moving on. From user Aces Radio alt account with 10 points, quote, which facility has a higher percentage of working toilets, Mofford Stadium or the Purdy household? Hashtag respect your poops. Hashtag parallel poos. Hashtag Gary's hot smashers, end quote.
Mr. Poopy Pants?
Steps FC, your thoughts?
I don't have any. I wasn't really paying attention.
How did
to
you
be
break
honest.
your shitter? Let's talk about this.
You broke your shitter?
Was it the wet wipes?
Did you flush too many?
It was leaking. It was running a little bit.
Is that Pam's
Not
fault?
leaking. It was just running occasionally. So I tore it out.
The whole toilet?
Yeah.
Because that's
Okay.
how you do it.
That's
Well,
what you do.
I
If your
was gonna
toilet's
replace the
running
whole
a little
thing.
bit, you're like, just fuck
And
it
I
all.
don't have one of those large wrenches to, get the bottom of the bucket. And I tried to do it with a normal wrench, and I broke that. So
So you just continued with the installation?
You get like a plumber's
no,
wrench?
I had to stop there.
Oh, okay.
'cause I have to go get. I'd go get a lot of stuff. So, but we're doing.
It sounds
great.
like the SNL skit back in the 90s where they had disposable toilets.
Or the lover's toilet. Do you remember that
No,
one?
I don't know that
Oh,
one.
I do. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one where the toilets are sitting next to each other, facing the opposite direction, so you can like hold their hand and gaze into their eyes. It's the worst fucking thing.
That's something Pam would want to do, I think.
Moving on from user PME or Karen Crocknails. Welcome back, Top Lad, with 5 points. Quote, with a search for a new stadium location apparently underway, I'm concerned there might not be enough toxic waste dumps in the Columbus area to choose from, end quote. Darby, your thoughts?
That was a great hot take before you fucked it up.
Fucking awful tonight.
With a search for a new stadium location apparently underway, I'm concerned there might not be enough toxic waste dump sites in Columbus to choose from.
Please don't talk over this. All
don't
we've
wanna
ever
talk
asked
over
is
it.
for you to not talk over
You should
this.
stop talking forever.
Yeah, for
Hey,
real.
do we want
Can we
to
do it?
Do we want to do that
Channel
after
1?
hot takes, or do we want to do it right now?
We can do it right now
Yeah,
if you
fuck
want.
it. Let's go.
Wanna do it right now?
I got it.
Hold on, we got it.
Breaking news.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled Cleveland Browns podcast for this bit of breaking news. We go now to the second place, or third place, second from last place, boy. And, wettest man in the game, Sean Tatar. Back to you, Sean.
Thank you, Morgan. All those trophies that Anthony Precourt gave you looked really beautiful.
Sorry, that plays automatically.
Oh, when I
ahead.
mention your name?
Yeah.
Or when I say Morgan?
Oh my god, I didn't make the fucking connection.
Did you guys not get that when I texted you last?
No, we only got the first part. I only got the first part where it said like, where it was the introductory.
Hey, can we talk about what we're talking about?
Anyways,
so we got the beef decoder last week.
Yeah.
On air. If you listen to segment 3, you'll know that we got the bartender here delivered a package to us on segment 3, and usually it's not the kind of package that's usually delivered on segment 3. If you know what I'm saying?
Oh my!
So it was a decoder, and we didn't know what it went to. Sean Sitar, the wet boy, has figured it out. John, go ahead and tell us what you're talking about.
Okay, I get it now. I thought there was more than just that one message, but
No, but that's all I needed to
Gotcha.
realize what they meant.
You're really
you're
smart.
smarter.
So I've paired the beef decoder
Yeah.
with
So,
the...
for context, for people who maybe weren't listening last week,
Yeah.
we received a mystery package which
We did.
had a roast beef decoder, and there was another apparently unrelated package that arrived.
Yes,
we thought
those
was
packages
key.
were in fact not related. Yeah.
right.
So your poop game,
Yeah.
whoever brought you that,
Yeah, whoever did that.
is not related to the beef
As he
decoder.
stares intently at Steps FC,
Whoever brought the poop game,
who is not
wasn't
making
me.
eye contact.
That wasn't me.
Oh, it
That
wasn't.
was I can tell.
You
Do you not know
literally
who?
sent me a picture of that game.
I know who it was. Do you not know
2
who
hours
it was?
before that happened. Okay, well, whatever. All
No,
right,
it
John,
wasn't. I swear to God, it wasn't.
Back to you.
I don't know. Who it is. Anyways, I have aligned the beef decoder
Oh shit!
with
that
the letter we received from
fucking
Arby's. What was that? A month or so ago?
Yes.
Jesus, somebody's playing the goddamn long game here.
Yeah,
well
well,
done.
the mystery will continue because all that the beef decoder does is reveal the name Uncle Sportsman.
Oh shit!
It just spells out Uncle Sportsman. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else. It's just Uncle Sportsman in all capital letters. So, like, this person...
So they designed that letter specifically.
Yes, the content of the Arby's roast beef letter was constructed knowing that there was a beef decoder coming our way in, like, a month and a half.
Wow.
Like, I'm talking, like, I'm literally, like, all capital letters, too. So it's the start of, like, all the sentences.
Yeah, it's not that you just happened to find the letters you needed. They deliberately started
yes.
sentences. So
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, my God.
Dude, you know who hates this? Pam.
Fucking
Pam
The Gary,
hates-
the Gary Sportman stuff.
Anytime anybody does anything like really Aces Radio specific, she gets so pissed.
Why?
She just fucking
Pam's
hates
just
it.
mad she doesn't have a
When
thing.
Alex,
lives for
Alex
success.
put that map in our mailbox, Pam was just like, ugh. She could have torn my throat out.
Was
dude.
she just mad because some weird person was at your house?
No, she hates Aces Radio. She hates every moment.
She's
of
not
it.
gonna like this. Then.
No, this. I'll tell her about this, and she's gonna exhale angrily.
Can you wait to tell her until we're lad partying?
Yes, I'll do that.
Man.
I'll do that.
I want to see it so bad.
So,
so it just says Uncle Sportman.
That's really good.
We thought it was just nothing, but unfortunately,
No. That's clever. I'm concerned about what else may be coming.
I'm not. I can't wait for it. Pam's very happy. Moving on from user Bop It Extreme with 3 points in 3, 2, 1.
Even though I'm not as popular as John and Darby, I better check my voicemail anyway.
First message. Hey Morgan. Susan calling from PetSmart. We regret to inform you Gary isn't welcome back here. Please God no, don't bring him back. He shit all over aisle 6 and it has taken all day to clean it up.
That's not how they let
Next
you know.
message.
Hi Mr. Hughes. Roger calling from Advanced Auto Parts. The blackout windows and steel reinforced locks you ordered for your van are in, so stop by whenever you can to pick them up.
Next message.
Hi Morgan. Rec League Commissioner here.
Okay.
We're sorry but we cannot let you come back here anymore. The other guys got kind of freaked out by you offering to wash their butts with your meat and potatoes. Hope you understand.
Next message.
Hi Morgan. This is Sally calling from Ticketmaster.
Oh, great.
Just confirming you are attending Aladdin tomorrow night instead of doing TIFO.
No.
Your friends will be saving the crew and doing all the work, so
Like
we
usual.
just want to make sure you're actually seeing a play instead. It sounds like you're making a dumb decision and bailing on your friends for a stupid pan thing. This is probably why you aren't in the best friends club. Please call us back.
Next message.
Hello Morgan, Steve here, local Arby's manager. We're calling to let you know you aren't welcome here anymore. It is inappropriate to ask employees to speak into your crotch. We are a family establishment. Thanks.
Next message.
Hi, Mr. Hughes. This is Susan with the Columbus Health Department.
Great.
Please call us back. We need to talk to you about encouraging the local youth to avoid condoms because it, quote, doesn't feel good.
Next message.
You're not wrong.
Oh, there we go. There's the song.
Hey Morgan, it's your pal Jonathan Masteller. Just want to let you know I created this account. Kind of feel bad about it given the level of roastings I've bestowed upon you. And again, not really. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, thanks for being a good sport about it. I'll see you soon.
You dirty
Oh my
bitch.
God! Oh my God!
You dirty bitch!
Oh my God!
Even though we all knew it was you dirty, dirty bitch! Oh no, everyone hates it. Oh my God. Everyone
Yay.
hates that. What a garbage hot take. Drolby Screenface, your thoughts? He knew it was getting close to the end of the battle for the grand prize, so he had to identify himself because
He's won, I think, hasn't he?
He's
knew-
up by 9
He's
points.
up by
he
9.
wasn't sure about how far it might extend into the playoffs.
And let's be real, he's also probably just
When we do the playoffs, we don't do the
ideas.
playoffs. Yeah. It's just
We-
regular season.
We do, but we don't count them as points, right?
What?
We don't
I don't remember.
We predict, but we don't give.
Oh, you're talking about
Oh, you mean
predictions?
blood
No, like
points?
blood points, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Both. We
no,
predict,
we don't.
and we do blood points, but they don't count for shit.
No.
Like,
This is the last week.
Yes.
He's so
That
Bob
either
Extreme
count.
is ahead by 9 points, and
Yes.
there's only
there's
8 points.
There's
to
only
give.
8 to give, so he was secure in his victory.
I don't know.
Wow.
Mike Hudson Sucks got 5 points alone last week just by writing his own name.
Yeah, but even if we all give all two, that's how math works.
Who knows what the rules will be come the end of this? Who knows?
Are you
Screenface.
going to? Well, because the next closest competitor is Justin Merrim Facts. Are
I'm
you going to
just-
bump that account?
I don't control
Oh,
the
you
points,
hate to
brah.
see him get.
I don't control the points,
I mean, I think
brah.
maybe you want to give that a try.
Darby, your thoughts?
I think it's fantastic. I think Bop It Extreme has been a joy to behold. I'm glad that you introduced the definitely not a robot voice to the world so that he could take it and really make it his own and make it better than anything you could ever do.
Oh, that's the one I look forward to every week.
Yeah,
Oh, is that right?
The Bob Extreme? Yeah. It's really the only reason I'm still here.
Moving on from user Ace's archive with 4 points, quote, as our season has mercifully come to an end, the Crew SC front office is working furiously on signing backup strikers and surveying fans about building a stadium in Grove, Tucky. Now it's time to consider the upcoming expansion draft. While the team is developing their protected list, I instead present to you the 2017 Atlanta Sota United's FC-SC expansion draft unprotected list. This carefully cultivated list indicates things we should offer up to the league's newest members. Number one, Gergberger's skinny pants. If the new coaches want to look their best while drinking bottled water and showing off their mad scorpion kick skills, these are a must. Number two, the Coke dealer formerly used by Andres Mendoza. Those people in Minnesota are used to 6-foot piles of white powder, so they need a dealer with some serious connections. Sebastian Miranda, a staple in Atlanta is shrimp and grits, so why not send them a shrimp with the grit to put it in a 25-yard header? John's PFGs. As his chlamydia-ridden sexual partners can attest to, the PFGs are always left unprotected.
He just kind of nodded.
A knowing smile.
Yeah.
Number 5, Connor Casey, fuck that guy. Number 6, Hello's real scarf for when, a few years from now, Duluth FC is bragging about their attendance and how they deserve a spot in MLS more than Minnesota United. Number 7, the corpse of Siggy Schmidt. Wait, what? He's still alive? Are you sure? Number 8, a box of all the used condoms, syringes, and wallet chains that get left behind at Rock on the Range. Number 9, a picture of Seattle's empty, dusty shelf where an MLS Cup trophy would go. That didn't age well. That did not age well at all. Number 10, Josephi's mom. The teams have not truly joined MLS until every player, coach, fan, and front office staff member has had a go. # re-entry draft. And finally, number 11, Alex Stanek. This is how we finally win the # war on Alex. We trade him to Atlanta. He can drink Coca-Cola all day long, and the children of Georgia are used to running around shirtless, so they won't mind when he steals their jerseys. # Throwback Thursday, end quote.
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
Steps FC, your thoughts?
That's really long, and I checked out about halfway through.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Moving on from user Segment 3 Bot with 4 points, quote, Segment 3 Bot used its AI to consume 1,000 hours of ACES radio and outline an episode. Below are the results. An introduction plays. It is too long and no one understands. There are 3 medium-sized hosts filled to the brim with disappointment. Morgan asks how her panel has been. She says we must talk about the keeping of her house before getting started. Latin hosts talk about the recent Cruisers soccering. Morgan talks about a formation and asks for thoughts of others. It sounds like Morgan is lost. Morgan continues to spew words from her face as she presses buttons. She laughs at her own jokes. She answers her own questions before others can respond. John Zidar stares into space. He is thinking about art. Segment 2, a guest arrives. They are asked questions. They appear confused at what's happening and ponder why they decided to be a rare treat. Morgan compliments herself. Segment 3 begins. Morgan reads a list of names that all belong to Andy Stanky. John is upset. People online join to see John's genitals. He denies them. Morgan is now named Marigan. Hot snakes arrive. John is angry and begins to draw. American makes sounds.
That's so great.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening. Yeah.
Pints of blood are donated to the hottest snakes.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Darby's asleep, dreaming about horses. The next match scores are predicted. Marigan is already declared wrong. John keeps drawing. Darby discusses the past. Outro is played and talked over by co-hosts who are happy to be done. Marigan continues to speak even though the show is over. End quote.
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
John Zidar, your thoughts?
Yep.
You're literally drawing right now.
That's literally a Hotake at this point.
Darby Schnarvis, your thoughts?
It's so good because it's so right.
It's true. Moving on from user Gary's anal leakage with 2 points, quote, splat, end quote. Steps FC, your thoughts?
That sounds like what Gary would do.
I mean, that was a very weighty splat.
Pam was saying he knows now how to shit and piss outside of his cage from inside the cage, or was that you?
Yeah, he can do all.
He can like projectile shit.
He's very good at that. He's very good at that shit.
Kobe Pats.
Unfortunately,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
moving on from user Columbus Crew Eagle with 4 points. Go to Merrigan. Why you not tell me Columbus Eagles Eagle is named Goldie? Merrigan, I thought you know Columbus Eagles Eagle. Why you not follow me Twitter? I want to be your friend. Spice Girls say if you want to be lover, first you be friend with friend. Morgan, please follow. Morgan, tell Columbus Eagles Eagle that I must plant more seed. I need to see yummy looking dog again. I hear he has Santa outfit. Morgan, please. Hashtag let me smash. End quote.
Let me smash.
Dorby, Squirt and Face, your thoughts.
Oh my gosh. It's a shame that the Columbus Crew Eagle came onto the scene so late in the season because that could be a real contender this year.
Yeah.
Moving. Fuck on. From user Things Morgan is good at with 2 points, quote, squirrel watching, end quote. Steps FC, your thoughts.
I don't get the reference.
Yes!
Morgan posted a video today where he was.
There was a squirrel on my back deck.
Oh, I thought we were
screaming.
making a joke about Gary being small.
No, there was a squirrel on my back deck
Was
screaming.
this on MySpace?
No, I was playing piano and a squirrel was out there screaming.
What did you do to it?
I went out there and looked at it.
Did you yell at it?
No,
or
it ran
Did
away.
it stop?
Yeah, I mean, it did, and then it ran to the top of my fence and started screaming again.
Do you have like a feeder out there?
What was it mad about?
I think it's mating season for squirrels.
Do you know the best way to not deal with squirrels screaming?
Don't.
Go to get a fucking job.
I'm going to give that a shot.
That was real loud.
Probably later.
Yeah.
But not right now. Moving on from you to the left-hand clapper with 1 point, quote, Gary Pendleton Hughes outfit power rankings. Number 1, Aladdin Gary. Number 2, Tootsie Roll Gary. Number 3, Santa Gary. Number 4, Gary Shark. And number 5, Gary Andres Mendoza. End quote. Darby Schnarvis, your thoughts?
For the Andres Mendoza version, do you just roll him in a bag of flour?
You made the peanut gallery laugh.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There are 3 of them. Moving on from user basketball emoji with 1 point, quote, which of these costumes do you think could lead me to being the number 1 high ballsy basketball boy? Black and gold soccer ball, a bumblebee, the Transformer Bumblebee, a black wheel and a gold caster, hashtag Morgan please, Morgan please, hashtag pick me as highball president and I'll pick you as Columbus president, end quote.
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
Steps FC, your thoughts?
That was a hot take. That wasn't that funny.
Darby?
Who did you blow to be a judge at this?
Oh, I didn't do shit. Nate DeMars from Pursuit.
Literally, who did you
volunteered me to be a judge? So I'm going to be a judge at Highball Contest 2018. Hashtag.
What the fuck is that?
Forever.
I don't know what that is.
It's downtown party.
Giant Halloween party downtown.
Not familiar at all.
20,000 people.
You're an old. You have a kid and things. You don't do fun stuff.
Do you go to this thing? I mean, you're old too, but you don't have kids.
Oh my!
Well, is it so? It's a Halloween thing. I've lived here my whole life, never heard of it.
It's huge. It literally blocks off High Street from like.
Maybe I'm
sort of
maybe I'll dress up
nationwide
now.
to like.
When is it?
No.
Goodale.
Like you want to avoid because there's going to be a bunch of drunk assholes dressed up in costumes being.
So it's like mega tailgate.
Yeah,
I
basically.
mean,
yeah.
Well, when is it? Is it this weekend?
But with shitty parking. Because it's downtown.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just Halloween Comfest.
Oh, so I can get high. And
I've never been there.
You haven't?
You're gonna be.
No.
Morgan's going as slutty
Never
Donald
having
Trump.
attended to Judge of the Costume Contest.
That's right.
The premier event at it.
Do you have to go to an event to know how to judge a costume?
No, I just think it's funny.
Are you dressing up, John?
No, I won't be there.
Oh, okay.
They told me I could talk in front of 20,000 people, and I was like,
I got a hard
I'm
on.
in. I didn't even read the rest of the email. This sounds great. Moving on. From user Mike Hudson Sucks, he certainly does with 1 point. Quote, I called hashtag MLS to ATX a coven of wankers on Twitter.
Wow.
Coven.
Is that what that is?
Coven.
Coven?
No, it's
Coven?
pronounced coven.
I've never heard that word in my life.
What the?
Remember,
you'll see a coven of wankers at Highball this season.
Who says coven?
Literally everyone who wants to pronounce that word
Yeah,
correctly.
everyone who's familiar with the word coven.
Right. Anybody who's ever watched American Horror Story
Season 3.
Season 3.
Remember,
never watched that.
even though that drop is so great.
All right.
It makes up for the fact that I can't read. Remember that even though they failed to destroy our community, they still wanted to. This shall not be forgiven, never forget. Hashtag Coven.
What do you put?
Of wankers.
What do you
Coven.
What do you put frozen pizza into, Morgan?
To make it, yeah.
To cook it.
Like a box of, or a,
Here
like
we go.
You take it out, and what do you put in
a
to heat
frozen
it up?
pizza?
Yeah, to heat it up.
Or
how do
like
you
any
make it?
pizza.
Just to heat it up?
Because any pizza
microwave
needs to have
box?
this done to
Microwave?
it.
No, you buy it from the store. You get out of the
Yeah,
box.
no,
to
he
make
probably
it.
does microwave his pizzas.
What, rephrase the question in a way that I understand it.
Turkey. What would you
Okay.
put a turkey in?
What do I put a turkey in?
How do you
Like
pronounce
Thanksgiving.
the thing that's in your kitchen?
What?
That you
what do you
bake
call
stuff
those
in.
things? Yeah, like a bake pan. Bake pan.
No, the appliance.
He's doing
Oh,
a thing. He's
an
doing
oven.
a thing. I just, yeah.
Okay.
An oven.
An
Now put a
oven.
C in front of
Put a
that.
C in front of it.
Coven.
Hey!
What doesn't make the word more exist? You can't just like.
It
What?
doesn't make
Yeah.
the sentence
It
more
doesn't make
exist
the word
either.
more exist.
Hey, if you needed to look up a word, what book would you grab to look it up in?
The dictionary.
Yeah, no, put an F before that.
The fictionary?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Dumbass.
So if Fictionary were a word, we'd know how to pronounce it.
Oh my god. I did just pronounce it correctly.
Yeah.
Moving on
good,
from
John.
user
Thank
Goldie the Eagle with 1 point, quote, Morgan, please. The only way I'm appearing on your trash pocket is if Endeavor is hosting another Young Professionals networking event, and I can ditch the Columbus Crew Ego on our second date by barging in on your recording. End quote. Sean Satar, your thoughts.
That sounds like what happened last week.
What was her name, Carol Ann?
I have no idea.
She was awesome.
Somebody go back and listen to that episode.
She did say her name, but
Yeah. And then look her up
I think
and
it was-
find her on Twitter
I think it was
and
COVID.
share her account with us.
She was in a state where like
Coven
Pam
Salavia.
like says she wants to fuck to Blurred Lines. That girl would have
Yes.
fucked to anything.
Well, she was.
But specifically married.
Except
men.
whatever that guy was listening to, because she was not into him.
Well, maybe he wasn't playing anything out there.
Yeah, what's his name? Space Cadet, whatever his name was out there.
Yes.
like
Whatever.
that guy. She did not.
No, she did not like him.
Whatever Nate Beckman was playing, she liked that tune.
Moving
Yeah.
on from user Lamborghini, third to last hot take of the night with 2 points, quote, stay huddled close to the grill. Don't wander to the Porta-Johns alone. For the rodeo isn't the only thing the Quarter-Horse Congress brought with it. Tales tell of a headless figure stalking between
Why
the
is this
trailers.
just my tweet?
Searching for his next steed. And this Sunday, he rides again. Hashtag straight from Save the Crew. Hashtag Darbs is headless. Hashtag Darbs rides on Sunday. End quote.
That was just the tweet I wrote.
Drolby Scrinface, your thoughts? What an original hot take that was.
Do you like horses sexually?
Is that a new account?
That's Lamborghini.
Lamborghini? Was that your tweet?
No, that was literally word for word the tweet I wrote about Trunk or Treat like an hour and a half ago.
Did it have to do with Darby fucking a horse?
No, but it was everything but the hashtags.
Who is the guy stalking again?
It was just a headless horseman.
Can we talk about a guy
joke.
stalking? Real quick,
Yeah,
about the guy
go
who
ahead.
stalked us on Tuesday night?
Yeah, please do.
Oh my God. So we were at Mafre doing a TIFO thing, and we walk up, and someone apparently
that guy.
thought we were soccer players. I thought Morgan was, because my fat ass is not a soccer player, obviously. Why don't you tell it? Because you had
You're a
interactions with this
defensive
gentleman.
back.
This is
So,
he
goalie.
maybe thought you were Connor Maloney.
The guy walked up to the
fence.
He
Yeah.
was like, not like walked up to it. He was between the fence and like 7 layers of bushes.
Yeah, I mean, it
he
wasn't
had to
like
have been
the
there a
clear
while.
fence.
So he
like,
didn't go
was
to
in
a
the bush.
gate or an open
Where
space.
were
He,
you?
like, went
At
through
the stadium.
shrubbery.
Yeah,
By the well, yeah, but like by the playground.
Yeah.
And we're walking in there like carrying a bunch of shit, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this is so great! Oh,
It was
this is
so
great,
weird.
Wait,
so
that's how
great."
he started.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
opened with that.
100%.
Yeah, and we turned around.
He was
and we're like,
orgasming.
He
So were
was
you-
like,
Oh,
hey,
this
Were
is
you
so
tracing
great.
at this point then?
No.
No,
we
we
were
had
walking
just got
up.
there. We just got there, and he's like, "Oh, do you play for the team?" And I was like, "Oh," and he goes, "No." He goes, "Oh, I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. Do you play for the team?" I was like, "You must not be that huge of a fan."
Right.
No. And so we like.
Well, to
kept-
be fair, you did have like you had your jacket
Yeah.
on and sweatpants, like crew ones.
Yeah, all my clothes are crew clothes. So
Right.
yeah. So okay, so we walk over and like like an hour goes past. Like we're doing stuff, and he shows up again.
Wait, like that was the end of it? He was like, "Are you a player?" And you said what?
I walked away.
You didn't respond.
No,
you
I
said
said
no.
you're not a big fan. You must not be that big of a fan. You know,
Oh,
like,
and that
just
was the end
joking.
of it for
Yeah.
you, and you
Yeah.
kept going.
But I should point out, he stayed in the bushes and stared at us as we walked away.
Yeah. So like an hour later, he comes over to the other side of the stadium, like right next to the playground.
Because we're kicking ball.
Yeah, me and Steps FC and Shrek are like kicking balls, and they're sewing. Katie Mitchell's sewing, and he's like, hey, come here, and someone's like, oh, you got to go talk to this fucking guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, what's up? And he's like, hey, can I pretend I'm with you guys, and can you let me in, and can I go run around on the field and take pictures of myself?
Whoa.
Yeah, like at this point with the security
How
guy
old
had
is this
told us,
person?
15,
Crazy?
maybe. Yeah.
Crazy.
We told the experienced guy, and he's like, yeah, he was asking me earlier if he could get in.
Yeah.
And we were like,
I said
no.
straight up, like, the reason that we're allowed to be here is because
we don't do that.
Yeah, like 5-6 years of like not doing fucked up shit, and if we let you do that, all of it goes away. And if you're a big fan, you know what Tifo Sweat is, and you don't want to kill Tifo Sweat. Yeah, he's crazy pants.
Nate Beckman says that Columbus Eagle is on the Periscope feed.
Oh, great. Oh, fan-fucking-tastic. I remember.
What are we supposed to
What's
do
it
with
say
that?
about
What are we supposed to do with that? There's lots of people on the Periscope feed. We don't ever look at it.
No.
Moving on. Second to last hot take of the night's lads comes from Morgan Bad Ideas with score hidden. Quote, let me just talk about this small insignificant fact about my week. My friends will think it's great and share positively in my experience. No way this can backfire. End quote.
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
Morgan Hughes, your thoughts. It was nothing like that, penis breath.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Moving on. Last hot take of the night comes to us from none other than user AGS Attack with -6 points. Quote, Hotake, last week was by far the best episode of ACES Radio ever, even if you skip the best part. Still worse, on average, than my song reading ability, as bad as that is, but congrats. Also, do you guys think that Mr. the Degenerate T-Bone Smith would be interested in being my friend? I have an idea, and I think I need to pull it off. Can you guys text him for me? Mystery. Whoosh.
So he wants T-Bone to pull him off.
Edit 1. I've listened to enough ACES Radio to know that the reaction to my take will be something like this. Morgan reads take poorly, probably because his reading is at a 5th grade level. Zadar, why? Like, why? Huh? Darby, I'm a witty old asshole, and I need to say something to a witty old asshole would say. Zadar, interesting witty thing you have there, you old asshole. Morgan, wow. Darby, wow. Zadar, AGS attack sucks, am I right? All, yes. Morgan, moving the fuck on to our way worse normal podcast shit. Edit 2, upvote if you like Columbus Crew Soccer Club. Downvote if you like Precourt. End quote.
That's awesome.
-6 points, Darby. Your thoughts?
I'm sorry, Nate Beckman.
A lot of
keeps
pre-court
texting
fans
me.
out there.
Yeah, no shit. Like that's, dude. AGS Tech. That is what people think of your filth. Is they'd be more willing to say I like Anthony Precourt than I appreciate.
Hold that in front of the Periscope feed.
I appreciate AGS Attack.
I will not do that.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Darby's
what's happening.
entertaining Nate.
Nate wants. Oh, drunk Nate's.
Nate
some
wants
reason.
things, and I'm giving him the happy Gilmore thumbs down.
Well, that's the last hot take of the night. Lads, we have blood points to give away for the final time this year. Drolby Scrinface, we go to you first. Your 2 blood points of the night go to the following users, my friend.
Finished out on a high note. Bop It Extreme, Jonathan Masteller. Congrats on a job well done.
I don't know. People
Your
aren't saying
first
that.
place
What a legend.
is completely insured, as we all knew it would be.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You hate to see it because Morgan kind of did it to himself.
You don't.
Morgan literally
You don't like to
made
see
that
that.
all
Morgan
possible.
gave him the tools to destroy him.
You know what? That's a good point. So, listen, I was going to give my second blood point to segment 3 bot, but I'm going to erase that. And I'm going to give my second blood point to Morgan Hughes for making this all possible.
Oh,
That's a good one.
God
right
damn
there.
it! I don't want this.
That's great. That's a
want
great
that.
idea. I'm going to consider that as well.
Nah. Maybe you like Darling Thief. He's close to top lad. Steps FC, you have 2 blood points that go to the following users, my friend.
I think I have to give one to Bop It Extreme. It's honestly the only reason I listen to segment 3 is because of him. Everyone else is trash. And then I'm going to give my second one to segment 3 bot because I hope you come back next season because that was pretty great.
What timing? You're about to get booted off that mic in favor of Todd Fichtenberg. What timing, true lad.
Oh.
John Sidar, your two blood points of the...
Which one was the segment 3 bot that they both referenced?
Oh, man,
It's
it
the
was
one where
good.
it's like I made my AI listen to 1,000 episodes.
The prediction thing, like Morgan says stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully his friends understand, but they don't.
Okay. That was okay. I was drawing.
That's why it's great.
All right, fine. They can have one. And then there was another one that made me laugh, but I didn't write them down, so I don't remember.
You're so
I'd like
good
to
at
give
this
blood
segment.
points too.
You don't get to give blood points. You
I'd like
weren't
to give
here.
a blood point to Bob O'Shaughnessy.
We're going to allow that.
What the fuck is happening right now?
He's still in last place. With
He's in negative 2.
points.
Yeah.
You can't bring him back from that.
I'll give my other one to Jonathan. Masterful work, my friend.
Just like he's going to have one blood point, he's going to be in the gaggle fuck now.
No, Bob at Extreme.
Oh, okay. All right, fantastic. Yeah, we'll see if we allow that. My first blood point goes to segment 3 bot. Of course, that was very funny. And my second blood point goes to the left-hand clapper for the Gary Pendleton Hughes power rankings of outfits, because him is a special baby.
Him as a special baby, and I love him. And I love him. He my princess angel baby. I birthed him out of my anus hole.
And you already know, so let your head nod throughout the outro. Now as the curtains close and it's time to go, will the beast almost out like
He's a very precious baby, John.
Oh, you're still going?
Oh, yeah.
the folks involved since we started the jam, and to a world full of people who telling you what you can and can't do, better recognize salty eyes ain't a thing, cause we realize that when we doing what we love, that's the grand prize.
Oh, yeah, baby. No, you can't, Walter. No. No.
Do you have anything you'd like to say?
No.
Oh, it's playing Clash of Clans.
No.
Score prediction.
Oh, there's a board behind you.
Friends of the Roush Bell Show can save 10% on purchases over $25 using promo code. Get ready for this. Write it down. Super hard. Ralph.
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
Fantastic. Moving on, we have score predictions to update. That job's not getting old. Last week, Cruisers FC taking on Orlando City, fighting my Shopify's.com in the Magical Kingdom. The guest, a.k.a. Brent Miller, a.k.a. Naked Bottom Bucket Boy. You said it was going to be a 4-0 Cruisers FC victory. My friend,
Literally
my amigo.
further from the truth.
That was dumb. You are bad at these things. It was a 1-2 loss. You get no points. May God have mercy on your soul. John Sidar, a.k.a. The Wetness, the Wet Boy. You said it was going to be a 3-0 Cruisers FC victory. Nah, bitch, nah. It was a 1-2 loss. You get 0 points. May God have mercy on your soul. Joel B. Scrinface, you said it was going to be a 2-0 Cruisers FC victory. Nah. It was a 1-2 loss. You get 0 points. And may God have mercy on your soul. Morgan Hughes, the continuing champion, number 1. You said it was. You said it was going to be a 1-1 tie, and wow, that was true until the 96th minute.
Until the death.
Even though they said there would only be 4 minutes of stoppage time.
How good does that feel for you, Morgan?
It
How good do
doesn't
you
feel great.
Isn't that like the second or third time in a row that's happened?
Dude, like 5 times this season this has happened. It was a 1-2 loss. You get 0 points. My God of mercy on your soul. Moving on to the overall standings in last place. The guest, a.k.a. Slanomax, a.k.a. Yvonne Seagull, 80 points. In third place. The Wetness, the Wet Boy, a.k.a. Sean Sitar, 90 points. Look at you. You are only 10 points away from last place. What a loser. In third to last place. In first place. Number 1, one of the top lads in the game today. And a lot of people are saying the top lad, and tune into who I was
I don't think you can be top if you're
about to
second
say.
place, though.
Because who I'm about to say is in first place, and can't be, like, you can't touch this. No. Don't touch that. No. Get your hands off my hot dog. Morgan Hughes. 115 points, Slaughtermax, you dirtbag, you son of a bitch! How dare you! McCullough places a toxic waste dump and you took the boy there. He was of age, but it didn't matter. You should care about... Hold on 1 second. We'll just go ahead and play that again. We care about our fellow humans on this program. That's right. Give hearts on Periscope. This is one of the most important moments of your life. You took him to the toxic waste dump. He didn't have a choice. You were... Hold on.
Bob at Extreme just joined the Periscope.
It was a... No, we don't want that. You're an Uber driver. He was like, take me home. I have this Jets pizza. 8 corners. It's like 2 pizzas, but every pizza is a corner. We got one more of these things.
No.
And we went to the toxic waste dump. I was trying to go home, Slonomex. You took me there. You dirtbag. Oh, here we are again. Rabs. Oh,
I get a headache just watching and listening to you do that. I don't imagine.
Well, it doesn't feel great, John.
Yeah.
It does not feel great. Before we talk about Cruisers FC taking on the Fightin' Ethan Finleys, which is why Todd Fichtenberg is back, we have 2 Aces Radio lads that have recorded things. One is Alex Thomas with the weather. One is Nate Beckman with the playoff forecaster.
Is it going to be the weather this week?
We're talking about the weather, John.
Okay.
And tune in to find
Well,
out.
since they didn't pre-record it, I'm predicting they'll talk about
They
the
never
weather today.
pre-record the weather.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's always live.
We go now to the weather report with Alex Thomas in 3, 2, 1.
And now, an Aces Radio exclusive.
We want it now!
The Weather Report with Uncle Sportsman himself,
If I wasn't Jamaican,
Alex Thomas.
then why would I wear this hat?
It's gonna rain!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls alike, welcome back Alex Thomas, Uncle Alligator himself, for another edition of the Weather Report. Alex, how the hell have you been?
Morgan, so good to be here.
Oh, my, what a treat. What a treat you are, my friend. You know, it feels good to stare deep into your eyes. Is that what they say? Is that what two men say to each other when they're friends, and totally 3-4 men?
2 confident 3-hole men.
Yeah, I'm a 3-hole man.
Legends of the
confident
game.
enough to say that I love the deepness of your eyes and the steely blueness.
Yeah.
As they say.
It's that warm feeling, like
it's not the meanness or the you-ness, it's the weeness of me and you.
Right.
Yeah, the deep weeness.
Tonight is the night when 2 become 1.
That's right. We feel the weeness deep inside of each other.
That's true. The weeness.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
I mean,
it's that kind of heat, like when somebody would walk up to you and say, "Morgan, I got to tell you, you got a great jump shot."
Yeah. Yeah.
You got a nice stature about you.
They're like, you and Alex seem to be way too close. Like, are you guys dating? And I would say to them,
It was nothing like that, penis breath.
that's right. I'd say it's nothing like that. Penis breath.
Yeah.
How you been, man?
I've been great, man. How about you?
I've been wondering what the weather was going to be like this weekend. I'll tell you. I'll be honest with you.
That's a good thing I stopped by.
Oh, what a treat you are.
Yeah, man. So here we are, late October.
Yeah.
For a Sunday game, decision day, 4:30, Mafre Stadium. There's a couple things going on beforehand. The day before with T-Bone and 97.1, but the day of the game over there at the History Connection on the front lawn there.
Yeah.
So starting off about 11 o'clock, it's going to be chilly, man. I think the rain's going to hold off for the morning.
That's good.
So when everybody gets there early,
it's good.
Like yourself.
Yeah.
Doing your thing, setting everything up.
Oh yeah.
Probably by yourself.
That's right.
It's going to be like mid-40s, cloudy.
Good.
Wind out of the south at like 6 to 7 miles an hour.
Actually, mid-40s is too cold. Can we do something about that?
Dude, if the sun could break through, I think it would help things, but I don't see that happening. Because as the day progresses, as we get closer to kick, the chances of rain go up. So right about 4 o'clock, it jumps up to 60% chance of rain.
Damn.
And cloudy. And wind out of the south, so it means it's coming from the scoreboard towards the stage
Awesome.
at 10 miles an hour. When you factor all those things in, and given like how damp out it's going to feel, wind chill is going to be around 40 degrees. I know. It sucks, man. So
I don't want that.
I know.
It's very upsetting.
That's not the best, but
you're here to deliver good news.
Here's the deal, man.
All right.
Don't let that dampen anybody's party, because this is going to be a fucking fantastic game.
Is that right?
Oh, dude. It's going to be super energy in there.
Like, so you're saying like rain, if it starts, will start around 4?
Correct. That's what it's looking like
So,
right
like,
now. Late afternoon.
Tailgating.
And even at that, like even with 60% chance, like the net total of rain is only a quarter inch. So I'm looking at like potentially it's the tiniest drizzle. It's not going to like be like a driving rain or anything.
You know what I hear when you say that, Alex? You know what I hear?
What's that?
Here's what I hear to myself. I hear, well, other than that, I hear 40% chance of not rain. And that's if you said, hey, 40% chance that you're going to win the lottery, I'd say, sign me up.
That's a good chance.
60% chance of like, the clap, I'd be like, that's kind of upsetting. But 40% chance you're winning the lottery. Yeah, that's
take
right.
that risk. Yeah.
Okay, so like, what about later? Like, does it break at some point, or is it just going to like keep raining until like Tuesday?
It breaks after that. I think by Monday we should be cool, but then it's going to go back up next week. So we're going to have a little bit more temperate weather. So do what you got to do on Sunday, man. For the trunk or treat, should be nice.
Trunk or treat.
Yeah, over there where the mega tailgate is.
And you said the wind is coming from the scoreboard towards the Nordeca.
Correct.
Okay, so that's good for banners.
Yep.
That's very good for banners.
Yep.
It's like best case scenario. I might not even have to like hang them, just put them there.
Yeah, because they're going to get plastered right against the railings.
Let
and
them
walls
get
and stuff.
plastered up against it.
Plastered just like the fan base will be.
That's right.
Time to celebrate.
Yeah, time to celebrate. Anything else we got going on with the
Dude,
weather?
I don't have a whole lot, man. I just, looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be a great time.
Want to give a big shout out to Alex's mom, Brunda.
Yeah, she stopped by today.
Friend of the show. She stopped by Endeavor Brewing Company. What a fantastic place that is. And changed out the flags on the front porch.
Yeah, they were bugging her. They were kind of all tattered up and a shell of their former self. So
she was on a warpath, my friend.
Oh, she's been bugging me all week. What are we going to do? I said, okay, well, I'll meet you there and bring the stuff. So we did it.
That's why I killed my mother years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Alex Thomas. Thanks for stopping by, Uncle Alligator.
Thanks for having me.
Alex Thomas with a weather report, my friend.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, my God, what a treat
It was
that
so
guy
good
is.
to see you, Alex.
Everyone,
Thanks for stopping.
goodbye, Alex.
Bye.
That's what he
I'm
sounds
glad they
like.
got the
There he
flags
is.
changed out.
Yeah.
Before I got here.
Yeah.
I was talking to his mom about it earlier in the week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she DM'd me and was like, the flags in Endeavor do not look good. This is a bad representation of our brand. How can we fix this?
Oh, my God, what a fucking treat. She's
I'm
always
so glad
working hard.
she was here to save the crew. Right? Because, I mean, you were just sitting around doing nothing.
I know. I was like,
And
I don't know why
eventually-
you're bothering me. I can't. I don't like the crew.
So she picked
I
up
will
the mantle and she's like,
not
I got
save
this,
them.
guys.
Before we
I
go
told her to bring them here on Thursday.
into
And
our
then she
thoughts
fed the team.
on the match, my friends, let's go to Nate Beckman, who has recorded a playoff forecaster. And he also made a visual thing for the podcast, which is not...
It's not how podcasts
that's not
work,
how
Nate.
podcasts work. But he recorded something, he deleted that thing, and then sent me this second thing. Let's go to Nate
He
Beckman.
recorded something and sent it to you.
Yeah.
And then recorded something different
Yes.
and said, please don't play the first one.
Don't play the first one.
So we should probably play the first
Probably,
one, right?
yeah. But I didn't...
You
no.
didn't save it?
No, here's the second one in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, this is Nate Beckman, and here's the crew forecaster for the final week of 2018. Key things here: if the crew win, they're in the playoffs. If they tie or lose, they need Montreal to tie or lose. It kind of doesn't matter. If both teams tie or lose, the crew are also in. But if it turns out the crew ties or loses and Montreal wins, crew's out. There's 4 games that matter, and they're all happening at the same time. And there's 3 results that can happen in any given game. So that means 3 to the 4th power is 81. There's 81 different scenarios that could happen this weekend. And of those 81, only 1 results in a crew home game. That would be if the crew wins, DC United loses, and then New York City beats Philadelphia. That would result in the crew hosting Philly. Those games are happening, those knockout games, the 4-5 and the 3-6 games happen midweek, either on Wednesday the 31st or Thursday, November 1st. So the crew, if they even make the playoffs, which they probably will, if they even make the playoffs, they will definitely play one of those 2 nights and almost definitely will be on the road. So they could go either to Philly or to New York, or they could go to DC. Just depends. Most scenarios do not have them going to DC, though. So most likely is they end up going either to Philly or New York. Other than that, hope you can make it out this weekend to either T-Bone's party on Saturday or the Legends game Sunday morning at 11, or the game 4:30. I'll be at the game, and it'll be a blast. So take it easy. Go crew. Talk to you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Beckman with the...
He sounds like
playoff
he's leaving a
forecaster.
voicemail actually there at the end. He's
He
like,
does.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye now.
Yeah, we'll talk to you later. Give me a call whenever you're free.
You can reach me at 614.
No big deal. Forecastnate@gmail.com/hot deals. All right, here we go. This is all or nothing, lads. This is our destiny's in our hands, which from a 2018 crew perspective is fucking terrifying. Darby, we're going to start with you. Your thoughts on the upcoming match this weekend on Sunday at 4:30 p.m. at Moffrey Stadium, my friend.
Yeah. I'm going to mix things up a little bit. We're going to have a quick little quiz here.
All right.
Okay.
You're asking us questions?
Yes. Yeah.
Are we like buzzing in?
Sure.
I need to know the rules.
Okay. Yeah. No, yeah, you can buzz it. Just say the word buzz.
All right, here we go.
Since September
Buzz.
15th.
Do we not yet?
Yeah, go ahead, Morgan.
Does he doesn't get another chance if he answers wrong.
What? You didn't explain that. I take back the buzz.
No,
Can
you
we
can't
take it
reverse
back?
your buzz.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
you
say
lose
700
15 points.
Can I just answer?
I'd
though?
like to hear the rest
Sure.
of the question.
Yeah, go ahead and give an answer.
It depends on how much gets in your mouth, but 750 calories.
Okay.
Sorry, that's incorrect. You lose 15 points in the standings.
Yes, that's the kind of
Damn
breath you
it.
have after that.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
But it does matter how much.
Since
Okay.
September 15th,
Yeah.
Yes.
between Minnesota United and Columbus Crew, who has more points?
Buzz.
You don't get to buzz.
Well,
I'm just thinking and waiting to buzz.
I'll buzz.
Because I don't have anything to rush me.
Todd, you're also in
You've
this?
already buzzed.
Oh, no, I'm with John. Wait,
I think we just wait and talk, think it
John
over.
gets his answer.
Can I buzz?
And I'm
Yeah,
going
would
to say
you-
that it's the
John,
same.
would you like to phone a friend, which is an option available?
Oh,
too.
I would
we
love
don't
to
like
phone
that.
a friend,
No.
Darby. Can I phone? Who can I phone?
Phone Darby.
Anybody.
I would love to call Darby, my best friend, from the lunch
No.
thing that
No,
we do.
We don't allow
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Is he available?
Yes, he is. Hello. Hi, John. How's
Hey,
it going?
Darby. I'm
No.
doing real great. What are you doing right now?
I'm just running a little quiz thing here real quick on a podcast.
Oh,
no
my
big
God.
deal. What do
Guess
you need?
who's with me right now? Actually?
Yeah, who's that?
Todd.
Oh, hey,
You want to say
Todd.
hey to him? Let
Yeah.
me hand the phone over. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
I really enjoyed that pie at MCL this week. It was really good.
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
Oh
it
my
was.
God, we
Pretend
did.
you
That
were.
was really delicious.
Lunch dessert ever.
I don't like
I
this.
love pie.
Yeah, it was so good.
Anyways, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you're busy at home.
Hey, Darby, it's
saving-
Morgan.
Excuse me.
Hey.
I'm on a phone
I'm
call.
sorry, we have a
sorry
little
about that.
static
Can
on
you
the
not
line.
yell
My
into
bad.
my ear while I'm on
Sure,
the phone?
sure. Sorry
It's
about
like
that.
a massive report conference
I-
call in here.
I'm going to try to talk through it.
Darby, it's Morgan.
No,
We're having a great
what's the-
time.
Sir.
I'll get.
Or ma'am.
I'll wait.
Mom, hang up the phone. I'm talking.
I'll wait.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Between...
Sorry.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm right behind you. Sorry about that.
Between September 15th and now, who has more points? The Crew or Minnesota? Who do you
Buzz,
think?
I'd like to play.
Excuse me,
My-
sir. It's very weird that you're standing right behind me while I'm at the urinal.
And yelling Buzz into his ear.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, John, I've been thinking about it, and I believe, as it turns out, in those 6 games, Minnesota has more points than Crew does.
Oh my goodness! How people they always ask this?
Yeah.
What percentage are you?
You know
How
what?
sure
I
are
am
you?
100% certain.
Okay,
about this.
that's
I looked
great.
this up
That's
not
great.
long ago.
I just wanted to let you know we're going to win the $1 million.
Oh, fantastic! Glad to hear it.
Great.
Good luck, dude.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Darby,
Bye-bye.
before you go, hey, it's
okay, now
Morgan.
that was
Darby,
great.
you still there?
Darby is such a dear friend to me. I trust him.
I agree
I'd like
with
to
that.
submit my answer. Buzz,
Yes, John. What is your answer?
Minnesota.
That is correct.
Oh
Well
my
done.
God! Thank you.
Oh, unfortunately, though, there's this
get
thing.
Nothing.
As it turns
You
out, that was
lose.
bad.
Good.
There was a timer, and you took too long. Remember that
No,
part?
that's not a part of it.
I
at
didn't
all.
hear a beeping or any noise.
We ran that software that anytime Morgan talks, it takes it out kind of like the speakeasy.
Yeah.
It takes out the silence. So
It can
this will be
auto
a-
detect his high pitched woman voice and remove it. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
So it cuts it out completely. So we didn't hear anything from
What are we
him.
doing, Drabs? Is you doing more trivia?
Next question, please.
Here we
Next
go.
question.
Here we go.
Since September 15th.
Buzz.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, Morgan.
Crew.
It blew out my eardrums.
I'm sorry, Morgan. That's incorrect.
Oh, you hate to see it.
I'll go ahead and continue with the question.
Thank you very
Since
much.
September 15th.
I reserve
between
the right to play
Minnesota
again.
and Columbus,
Okay.
which team has scored more goals?
Ooh, I should not have
What
said
a-
Crew.
what a- Can I ask the audience?
Yeah,
I'd
absolutely.
like
We'll
to,
ask.
I'm just
Would
going
you
to use
like
my
to ask the Peanut
lifelines because it's
Gallery?
fun to use them. Yeah. Can I use the
Phone a friend.
Okay.
You want to phone me, John?
100%.
Audience, can I see a show of hands? Who do you think scored more goals since September 15th? The Crew?
I can answer, John.
You
if
had
you
one.
like.
Okay, the Crew
Okay,
gets
Morgan
one.
says the Crew.
Minnesota? No one's. Okay. Yeah, the audience is fucking
Jesus.
exactly
Yeah,
as
why-
I anticipated.
Yes.
Useless.
Peanut Gallery is literally as smart
Yeah,
as a bag of
what are you
peanuts.
doing over there? Your hand was up both times.
Yeah.
Todd's
Sorry,
hand is up.
early voting has taken place, but Minnesota is not on the ballot.
I'd like to buzz in again, please.
That's not how this works. Sorry, Morgan. You already lost.
Okay, I would
You
like
now
to answer-
lost 30 points. Yes, John.
Minnesota.
That is correct.
Thank you very much.
Motherfucker, I
Oh
hate
my
this-
god.
Oh my God. You are so good at this game, John.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know who's not good at this game?
Todd, he
Buzz,
hasn't answered a
Buzz,
single
Buzz.
question.
Buzz.
Yes, but he also hasn't lost any points.
That's
Buzz.
fair. That's
That's
fair.
a wise approach.
fair.
I'd like to answer the third question. That who's not good at this game?
I'm sorry.
That
there's no
no.
third question. You lose 15
This
more
is
points.
pre-commercial banter. Please
I
don't
think we need
interrupt.
some
Just
celebration
bullshit.
music. For
No,
John.
no
For
one
John.
likes that.
Oh, I would
No.
love that.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
You
no.
want to push it?
There's nothing like that penis
All right.
Do you have a third one?
Oh, what are we doing?
no,
Playing
that's-
Plebis Quest? Is that what that said?
No, that's all the questions. John nailed it.
Oh,
You were the worst.
2-0.
All
What?
right.
You hate to see it. I will accept my trophy next week. Thank you.
Now, oh shit, trophies. I got
Yeah,
it.
those are my thoughts on the
All
game.
right. Todd Fichtenberg, this is why you're here. Your thoughts on the match, my friend. The fight in Ethan Finley's. They're back.
Well, usually you direct the questions with specific questions that are very annoying, so I don't know how to answer such a broad question.
Todd,
No, these are just thoughts on the game.
Thoughts on the game
Let me
are-
lead the witness real quick.
Last week was a should have won game
Yeah.
that we lost.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping with the perhaps sellout, perhaps all those good vibes, that the team will actually give two craps and play on Sunday. I'm hoping. I know that might be asking too much.
You think your boy's going to be here?
Oh, I'm sure he'll travel. I don't think he'll play.
So
But,
what happened? He can't play, right? He's not.
No, back in April.
He's hurt.
No, I know.
Some
I just didn't know if he was
Sounders
better
guy
yet
did,
or not.
Like a WWF tackle and threw him to the ground. Not even
Really?
a yellow card, not even a red card. And
Jeez.
he tore his ACL.
Really?
But I did. You actually didn't know that? For real?
Well, I knew he tore his ACL. I didn't know it was like an attack.
Yeah, it was a crazy.
I mean,
attack.
like MLS, do they have functionally like an injured reserve list? Is it like
for keepers they do?
They theoretically, yeah, they
Yeah, I
should
think
have an
just for
injury
keepers.
report, yeah. But it's not like NFL where you can put people in injury reserve and get that roster spot
Right.
back. No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, well, I thought you can get some sort of like money compensation thing from the league. I think, but anyway, okay.
I'm not sure.
maybe you
And
can, I don't
then,
know.
but he did post a picture in September that he's now leg pressing 455 pounds, and I have no idea if that's good or not. But so
No.
his recovery.
Is that not good?
It didn't
I mean,
sound very
it's
good
like
for
a
a
lot.
soccer.
It's good for one leg.
For a
I
soccer
mean, it's
player,
fine.
it didn't sound very. But
I don't
so
know,
he's
dude.
progressing though. So him and actually Molino had the same injury,
Yeah.
and then another great crew player. So I was on.
Well, he's a spindly little guy. Maybe that is good for him.
I was on.
Yeah, he has to be light to get that.
I haven't leg
so-
pressed in a while, but I did like
Like
6 something
900
last time.
pounds.
So
Nice.
Oh yeah, I
it's
did.
not that hard. Like, well, when you have like strong legs, like,
Tell
and
me
you're
about
putting
that.
your back is against
Did you do
a
that
surface,
with the torn
so like,
ACL though?
well, no, but neither did he. His ACL's healing.
Well, it's healing.
Well,
not
if it was just a
healed.
week ago, ACLs don't take. What's it been like 8 months?
I remember the last time I was leg
It's good that he's doing weight
So anyway.
exercises though.
pressing. I was
Back
like
to the Todd show.
1,000 pounds. So back to you, Todd.
No, but I would have been on the MLS boycott.
Yeah, hello. I'd like false.
That's actually right, John. Yeah.
And the audience doesn't know what's going on because that's all been edited out.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, I've been on the MLS boycott, so I haven't gone on any away trips. I haven't bought any gear. I haven't bought ESPN Plus. I haven't watched any away games, so it's nice to finally be able to watch
Yeah.
my Western Conference team again.
Oh yeah, I know you
And
haven't.
Lamson's been starting the last few, so he's another guy who'll probably start. Which
He has to start. Their other
Bring me
two
some
goalies
donuts,
are just
Matt.
like dead.
Shuttlesworthless got injured.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
Did Ethan Finley kick him in the head?
Maybe. I hope so.
Actually, I think
I hope
Bobby
so, too.
Shuttleworth is probably faking an injury, so
Yeah.
Joey O'Shaughnessy won't be tormenting him all game long.
They're gonna have to get some of that magic water and like lightly spray it on his face, and he'll be fine. No, but they have
Or
to
that
have
Morgan
like
Hughes
a.
won't be caught on the cameras.
You don't want that. They're gonna have one of those pool keepers come in and be the backup because like the other two are injured. Yeah.
Yes, I'm really excited for next season for the way travel when that Alliance Stadium opens. I'm pretty excited for that to be a trip.
That'll be cool. That will be cool. They just laid the turf this week. Sean Sitar, the wetness, the wet boy. Your thoughts on the upcoming match, my friend?
Mm-hmm. They're the same thoughts I had last week. We should win this game. If we don't, it's inexcusable. If we don't win this game and we don't make the playoffs, I would like to see them consider getting rid of Greg Berhalter.
And half
Oh my
the roster.
God, Scott Sedley, welcome to the show.
The attacking half of the roster can go also with Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would keep Zardes because he's done his job for the most part, but I would, yeah.
That's fair.
Lots of rotation. I mean, 17 goals, whatever he's at, is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make the argument that he
Especially
should have been scoring
for the money
some
he's
more,
being
but
paid.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Zardes, I have enjoyed him, and then I wish Mullins would get more than 3 minutes per game, so maybe we can keep him and give him a chance.
3-5-2.
yeah, I would.
See.
I would like to see Patrick Moore also.
Well, one thing Greg's known for is Greg is known for experimenting and for not being rigid. So I do think a 3-5-2.
Oh, that was sarcasm.
Yes, I do think a 3-5-2 is probably going to happen Sunday. So
I mean, we know we're stuck with Higuain for another year because he signed that extension already. So it'll be interesting to see what we do in the offseason when that time comes. But
Yeah, but if you have wingers who do things, like I have faith he could be good for.
No, I don't disagree. I said stuck, and as soon as I said it, I regretted it because it makes it sound like I was saying it negatively, and I'm not necessarily.
Yes, he will be on the roster next year.
But he will be. Yeah, he will, is for sure here. I do know that we have a lot of dudes whose contracts are up, though.
Yeah.
Like a shitload. Like I want to say it was like 2/3
Gee,
or
it's
something.
almost like that was done deliberately.
Sorry?
Is Pipa's contract up?
Pipa's?
Pipa.
Yeah,
no,
he's already
he signed
been
a year
re-signed.
He signed a
extension
one-year
already.
extension,
Back in like May or something. Yeah.
What about Sanch?
Well, no, I think he has a year left.
Okay.
I think we signed him for 3 years.
Yeah, it's
so,
called a sunk cost.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes whose contracts need to be renegotiated or whatever. But so it'll be interesting to see who stays and who goes. But
My thoughts are.
Maybe Finley can come home.
I think that no,
I don't.
Please, no, God, no.
Let him
Kai's
prove
coming
that
home
his
too, I don't want
ACL
that.
is healed first.
Yeah, I think Ethan
I'm not
makes-
opposed to it, but
Ethan makes a lot of sense in Minnesota. Ethan doesn't make any sense anymore in Columbus. This is still the same team that are a bunch of heartless cowards. Everything I've said for the last 3 weeks is still true. They are made of nothingness, and you know, just like I don't think 90% of them deserve to be paid as professional athletes.
I agree. I don't know what's gone on, but I agree. Like,
I hate that I
if
agree
they
with the
just
negative.
put in like an eighth of the effort that Saved the Crew and Alex Fisher and Pete Edwards and the city of Columbus have been putting in, like just a fucking eighth of it, that we wouldn't be in this position.
If they put an eighth of the effort that Precourt and the vice president of business operations have shown, they would win too.
Damn.
You know, I really have tried to avoid that comparison because I don't think it's fully fair.
Really?
But
What way is
I
it not
think
fair?
I think as
Why?
fans, I think we would like to see more passion. I think we would like to see players moving more, trying harder,
being upset,
working
I
to
don't
get
see-
open, bringing
right.
passion 100%. Yes.
So Sunshine Brigade was born at Hendocks
Yeah.
when you were making fun of me, Alex, and Yvonne for always being positive.
It's true.
But the one thing I cannot tolerate is the lack of care.
Yeah.
If they tried
Right.
their hardest and they lost every single game, I would love them. But the way they play now, like they don't care, like
Yeah.
they're already in 2019 or Greg's already in the national team or whatever, that's what I can't tolerate.
Yeah, I think that Minnesota is so bad and such a bad spot right now that even our shit ass collection of shitheads are gonna get it done. But it doesn't mean that we're a playoff team just because we make the playoffs. Like we're the Columbus Crew right now is in a spot where it's like did you need the threat of Austin to be okay? Because as it got better for the Columbus Crew started sucking balls. So I don't know. Maybe hashtag MLS to ATX a little bit more this weekend. My soccer bros.
I've been thinking a lot this week about whether I would rather just lose this game and not make the playoffs, or if I would rather make the playoffs and then lose the first round, which I think are the two outcomes that we're facing here. And I honestly almost think I would rather just lose this week, be done with it, wrap it up, get it over with, and move on to the rest of it. Yeah, we've got plenty of other things that we need to be spending time and energy on, and supporting this team that doesn't seem to give a shit about playing is not a worthy cause.
I also
at this
think
point.
that this pile of shit known as the current Columbus Crew could beat the pile of shit known as the NYCFC. Men.
I agree. I'd agree. I agree. But
so if we end up in 6th and we have to play the 3 seed, I don't know that we don't win that fucking game.
Yeah.
So
I agree. But
we have 23 years of history now, 23 years of records.
Yeah.
In terms of goals per game, where do you think this season's team stands?
Probably last.
I know that we're last for. What did Andrew Erickson just say the other day? Something along these lines. Was that? Is he
Ambition
right?
score?
Last.
No, 21 out of 23.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew it was
2005 and 2006. I think were the other lowest
Those
goals per
two
game.
seasons speak volumes about
Right.
what kind of horrific pace we're on right now.
Right.
Holy
we
shit.
We should legitimately be shocked that we're even in the playoff hunt, given that.
Well, it's ludicrous because if you think a month or so ago we were basically in already.
Locked
Like,
up.
we were locked
We were
in.
saying there's no way we get anything but the 4th spot.
Yeah, we were considering maybe pulling off 3rd.
Yeah.
I mean, it's inexcusable.
Yeah.
And I think players may not be doing great, but ultimately, like, it's the coach's job to like motivate them and set them up for success, formation wise and strategy wise. And I think that ultimately it'll reflect back most on Berhalter.
Yeah. And as Alexi Lala says, nobody cares if the Crew don't make the playoffs. So.
I don't disagree. I don't think that. Yeah, and you know what? I like Greg. I love Greg. I hope he sticks around. I don't want Guillermo as a coach. Everyone knows that I don't want to go through what we went through with Bobby again. But like, Greg, I like you, man. Get your fucking shit together. Like, get your
I like him
shit
too.
together.
He's a great person, but like I say all the time, you can be a great person and not be great at your job.
Yeah,
and that's fine. Like,
hey,
it's not fine, but
sit Pedro
doesn't mean I
Sanch.
don't like you.
We'll find a way to replace his 1 goal and 6 assists.
Right.
We'll find a way.
I think his stubbornness is what's got him into so many problems.
Didn't he say that after 2016? Is that what his stubbornness, like sticking with his guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought that was his whole growing thing.
Because wasn't it the supporters summit then the following?
Yeah.
Where he's like, I think we asked like, what lessons did you learn from last season? And
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, maybe I was too stubborn. I was too
I
static.
stuck with the guys that got us, like, to the hosting MLS Cup at home.
Yeah.
And he's like, I
the
won't
2016 supporters.
Oh yeah,
summit.
okay.
Yeah.
Now that you're saying that, I do recall. Yep.
Yeah. How about you get
The XG, guys, we're having expected goals.
Right.
That's great.
And I read big soccer, but I'm not drinking the Sedley Kool-Aid enough to like go. I can think a guy's doing a bad job, and I don't want him to be set on fire and destroyed. Right? I think Greg is good, and I would love to see what Greg can do with a Pete Edwards, Jimmy Haslam budget.
Yeah.
I think that'd be
Instead
fucking
of money,
I don't disagree.
I agree. I wish we could keep him for 1 more year
Right.
just to see what he can do when he actually gets the players that he
Oh my
wants.
God! I think it'd be incredible.
Yeah.
But, like, Greg, these are the guys you have, and you can't do anything about your budget for another couple months. Let's see what you can fucking do, and stop being a player's coach for 5 seconds, maybe, and just like make these guys remember that they're employees. I don't know. I'm a progressive person that doesn't like the whole employee-employer thing, but like maybe you need to twist the screws here.
I don't know. I'm really conflicted on it because I like him. I like him as a person. I think he has talent as a coach. Obviously, he has talent as a coach. I just don't know what his issue is, and I would like to see him with the proper support.
Yeah,
but with the way he like manages players and sticks to what is very clearly not working, I just don't know if like that's what new owners would provide, right? Is extra money to buy different players. If those players still end up not working also, like, it doesn't matter if they cost more, right? We see that this year. Like, Pedro's not working out any more than, whomever was on the other wingers.
Any rookie
Finley
winger.
when he left, Cedric Mabadi, like, any winger that we've had, he's not working out any better. He costs more.
Finley
Same
was
issue.
way better than Sanch. As
Although
was
the funny
Cedric
thing
Mabadi.
No, he was. I'm just saying, like, other wingers that we've had that were, had downturns or what have you. Like,
and even with Pedro, like the team is still second in the league in that metric that somebody made up. It's like dollars spent per point or whatever. Like, Greg gets good value out of the money spent.
Yeah.
Even with a dead bloated carcass on the right wing, taking up $1 million.
But the playoffs do start on Sunday, so like I do.
There's no time left.
Yeah,
this is it.
I want to see what Greg can do with a whole shitload of money, but I also like demand better of right now. Mm-hmm. Let's go around the Latin term for podcast host, which is panel. Drolby Screenface, we start with you. Your score prediction for the match, my friend.
I want to predict a win. I am as conflicted as John about playoffs or no. I'm calling for a 1-1 tie. And I think probably the Columbus goal is actually a Minnesota own goal. I don't have faith in this team to score at all in a critical moment where it's a must-win situation.
All right. Todd Fichtenberg.
Hashtag going out with a bang. Hashtag just like Josephine's mom.
Roasted. Todd Fichtenberg.
Well, I hate to do this to you, Matt. You know I love you, but I'm going 5-0 Crew.
Oh, my God.
Current Crew to the Zero Crew Legends. Remember Decision Day 2 years ago, that DC game where we killed them 5-0?
Yeah.
I'm hoping that happens again.
Aaron Schoenfeld's coming back.
I'd rather have Adam Bedell back.
Medium salary.
Hashtag EF13 for life. Hashtag Noron Tour 2019. Hashtag Loons are my Western Conference team. Hashtag Wet Ink, please.
I thought we wanted dry ink, by the way.
What
Why
was
do you
it?
keep saying wet ink?
Well, that's just.
I want
it
things
is
to be
really
dry.
dumb,
I
but that's
want
what
it to be
lawyers
done.
call a wet. It's a wet signature. That's what they call it.
What is it? EF?
It is dumb.
EF 15 for life.
EF 13 for life.
EF 13 for life.
LYFE because I'm hip like that.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I figured it was a Y situation.
Wait, I thought Todd was too young to see the movie Fear.
No,
Isn't that where that's
heard of the
from?
movie.
No, he's seen
I'm
it.
34.
No, wait,
What?
that was Nicole
Old.
Forever.
Yeah, that was forever.
Yeah, right.
I'm
And
not
there's
40
a dash,
though.
so that would ruin the hashtag. Sean Sitar, your score prediction, my friend.
John had such a good hashtag like 4 weeks ago. I wanted to remember it if I ever came on the show. I can't remember what it was though. It
Cool
was
story.
so funny.
I appreciate it though.
Penis breath.
I do not believe in this team, but I do believe in the city of Columbus and Crew fans, and so I think that a win is possible, and I think it will be because of us, and I think it will be because of the energy that's in this stadium that's going to be sold out or very close to it, and I just think there's going to be too much. I mean, we're going to be partying and building the feeling and the emotion all fucking day to this thing. And
Would
I think
you jump down and score a goal for us, please? Could that be a thing?
yeah, I can do that. I've scored in
Yeah.
every single goal
Yeah.
game I've played this season.
Okay.
That's 600 pounds. So
Yeah,
get down
right.
and take that ball.
But I think that their whatever their issue is, I think they're coming back home, and I think that we'll just have to carry their asses like we have the rest this year. So I think that we'll get a 2-0 victory.
Do you have any hashtags?
Hashtag wet ink. Hashtag dry ink. Hashtag lobsters are just bugs from the ocean.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Like that. Penis breath.
Is that what? Is that right, Todd?
No one said
I hope
anything
I don't
after
have
you
to hear
played
that.
it.
Okay.
You played it. No one said anything.
What was that? Oh, hold on.
It was nothing like that. Penis
Oh
breath.
my god, I love that. I love E.T. Elliot.
Was it on TV today?
No.
You lying?
No.
E.T. was scary.
What?
Oh my God.
E.T. was scary.
Oh,
What?
God.
I remember when it came out
We
that
hit
I was
Reese's
scared of
Pieces?
the part where they
Wait.
come in on the in the
Weren't
suits.
you only alive
That's supposed
for
to
the
be a
version?
scary
Oh,
part.
at the end?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
that's
that
supposed to
part
be a
was
scary
like-
part.
Weren't you
Okay,
only
the
alive for the version
alien
with the,
itself
the
is
mic-
not scary.
with the
Yeah.
walkie-talkies instead of the guns?
There's two versions?
No,
Yeah, they went
Darby.
back-
No,
yeah.
he's older than me, and I saw the gun version.
Then I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
They
went back-
remastered it like 15 years ago when they were like, guns are bad, and they put walkie-talkies in everybody's hands instead of guns.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know
Really?
that either?
No.
Yeah, there
that
was like a
seriously a thing.
There was a stint where they did that with a bunch of like kids movies where they went back and like digitally remastered it and removed the guns
No
and
way, I never
replaced
heard
them with
that.
other things.
Yeah.
Cartoons are violent. Look at Bugs Bunny, man. That's very violent.
Dude,
Yeah.
you know what kid like makes kids like safe as hell is like pretending things that exist don't exist.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly. It definitely
never seen
prepares
a
them
gun.
for when they encounter them in real life. Yeah.
Why are you so happy? I don't know what guns are. That's why. My kid's never seen a gun. Oh, okay. Like even in like TV? No, I've hidden them all.
I've hidden this thing that could
Yeah.
end his life.
Yeah,
from
guns
him.
can't hurt my kid now.
Nope.
Yeah.
Morgan, what's your score prediction?
Oh, hey, John. Great to see you again. I say Cruisers FC 2, Fighting Ethan Finley 0, Joe Cicero. I also say hashtag Team Sierra Berhalter, hashtag definitely only girls, I'm a 3-4 man, hashtag Feel the Weenus Deep Inside of Us, hashtag Rambo and Rambo Gooners because of Rambo, hashtag Two Men Who Are Comfortable with Each Other, and let us go inside of ourselves with our weenus.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's definitely where this whole thing has been going all
Yeah, I
season.
mean, it definitely is.
It was bound to happen eventually.
Did you not read the definitely only girls? I'm a 3-4 man.
Yeah,
Did you not read that before I said hashtag Two Men Who Are Comfortable with Each Other and let us go inside of ourselves with our ween?
Yeah, but it's like, which one of these is not like the other one? Which one of these is
I'll
does
go
not
run in
belong?
front of a bus.
I'd love to hear more about what the third hole that you and Alex are is.
We're three hole now.
I know.
You know that.
Where's
about
the
us.
third hole?
Well, you know, like we like that.
I'm just kidding. Okay.
We like that. Hashtag check on Darbs, who is an elderly man and in danger of heat death. I just think that the Crews suck, but Minnesota also sucks. And like John
Orlando
summed it up
also sucks.
perfectly.
I gave you the statistics.
Now there is the whole like Blackout the Galaxy like sellout thing that we deal with where anytime there's like an engaged crowd that's like, I'm hungry for soccer, crew. And they're like, what if we shit our pants instead? Like, there is that. That thread is very
true, too.
real.
I considered that as well.
What if
yeah.
they're like, we sold out of hot chocolate 10 minutes into the game and it's 30 degrees
Every time the whole city of Columbus is like, okay, I'm in. The crew are like, oh,
we're not.
Diarrhea running down our legs.
Darbs is an old man in danger of frostbite death.
Oh my God!
Check
That's
on
true.
him.
Someone
Check
sit
on him.
close to him.
Check on your
Lend your body warmth.
Darbs?
Can before we go to the close?
Yeah.
Are we about to?
Oh yeah.
Can we do? You guys want to do another thing that's fun?
Yeah.
Maybe fun.
Okay.
Do you want to predict the score of the Legends game?
Can we
I
take
know
a
we
po-
don't have I know that.
You mean the one where you don't have the
I know you don't have the rosters or anything, but you know who is playing.
It's Team Black and Team Gold.
Yes,
Is that right?
Yeah, it's Team Black and Team Gold.
So, would it be bad juju to like have a pool? Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Have a pool
Have a
party?
pool? No.
It'll be bad juju. I won't.
I mean,
say it.
like it costs you a lot of money to upkeep that pool.
Are
but-
you? Do you want to bet money? Is that what you're saying?
I'm the first hammy to go out.
Yeah.
Why
Oh,
is
yeah,
Yvonne?
yeah.
Why is she texting diagonally? What's happening there?
All right,
Just
we're
leaning on
predicting
her leg.
Team Black versus Team Gold, right?
She's tired. I don't know.
You guys
yeah,
know
yeah.
for sure?
Team Black versus Team Gold.
Okay.
Hey, shut up, Peanut Gallery. Yvonne's trying to hear.
What's happening?
Oh, Yvonne, are you going to keep track of this or something? Oh, she just wants to listen.
There's nothing like that penis breath.
Right, not that one. That's fair. Okay.
Whenever anyone's ready,
Who
go
wants
ahead.
to go first?
You go ahead, Sean.
Are we writing it down? Because
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to.
Okay.
But you don't have to. You can just say it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to say it.
I'm just going to go with 4-7. Team Gold.
Ooh, interesting. Team Gold.
Yeah. Team Gold.
I actually went with Team Black, 13-7.
Ooh. See, I wondered if I was too low.
Do we even know the length?
As
of
long
the
as Kyler
halves?
Martinez on Team Black.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like 25-minute halves or something. 25 minutes.
But even Dante doesn't know the teams yet.
No, him and Kyle.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, I believe
I'm
so.
voting for Team Kyle.
How many goalkeepers total are on the collective?
Like
roster?
4.
Like
Here's
At
another.
least
Here's
4.
another
Right.
thing.
Like, are they
here's
playing
another
outfield
thing to keep in mind.
positions?
Not everyone that I announced is playing. Some of them are just coming to be there.
So basically, John's the only one who has the inside knowledge.
Well, yeah, but I don't have like.
Well, wait. I mean, technically,
I can tell you which ones aren't playing.
Who?
Wait, are you allowed to?
Oh,
tell
my
that?
phone
It's a
just
school
died.
ground pick. It should
Oh,
be.
how
Kyle picks a
convenient.
guy. Dante picks a
Anyway,
guy.
so I'm gonna go with a little bit of a more low scoring affair. I'm gonna say 5-3 Black. Hashtag always bet on Black.
Oh, all right. That's racist. but,
Hashtag
you know, whatever.
Darby's a black man.
Yeah. I'm a black man. You
Only
know that
from the
about
waist
me.
down.
Todd
Black
Finkelberg.
man.
Hey,
Oh,
we
no,
heard
we're
you
not
at the
gonna-
supporter summit. We know that's not true.
What? Todd Finkelberg, your score prediction.
I already
He gave it.
What was
You weren't
that
paying
again?
attention. You were
No.
writing.
No, sure
It's
wasn't.
13-7 Team Black.
Okay, well, I'm going to go Team Black 17, Team Gold 13.
Christ.
13.
Yeah. Hashtag,
You know that like Tom
By the way,
Preston is
the Columbus
coming,
Crew
right?
is 13th
And, like,
place,
I mean,
and they have 13 wins.
Hashtag Team Sierra Burhalter. Hashtag definitely on the girls. I'm
Are
a
you really
3-4
reading
man.
those again?
we don't need to hear that all
Hashtag,
day.
Somebody
like,
mute
what if
his
we just
microphone.
He's saying there's going to be a goal every 2 minutes,
Yeah.
basically.
Hashtag 2 men who are comfortable with each other, and
So
let's
is that-
go inside of ourselves with our weenus. John, what's GCG bag got going on this weekend?
GCG Bag will be at all of these different events, I believe, doing their thing, and then they'll be helping out with tailgate stuff, which is burgers and brats and hot dogs and the usual beer and maybe some and candy. Yeah.
What's Ballsack Darby saying?
Hashtag penis breath.
I just saw that for the first time. You really need to erase that.
Why?
It's horrible.
I mean, yeah.
It's really actually not him saying anything. He's just exhaling, like, and penis breath is coming
Well, I mean,
out.
if you have balls on your chin, you're
Could you
going to have
imagine
penis breath.
if we were
That's-
created that way?
It just makes sense.
Like, and that would be normal.
If our testicles were just on our faces, would we like fuck people with our tongues? Like,
Drabs.
we kind of do
Yeah.
that anyways.
Any volunteer opportunities this weekend?
Not volunteer opportunities per se, but bring your donatable cold weather gear to the thing. So bring them to Mega Tailgate. There's going to be a place where you can the whole new or gently used thing. Don't bring your shitty ass.
Yeah, nobody wants your
fucking-
mittens
don't
with
bring your
holes in
gross
them.
ass scarf.
Nobody
or
wants.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or
like-
buy new stuff.
Yeah, like
you can buy new stuff.
Yeah, I
If you don't have anything to donate, stop by Morgan's. He'll give you some of Pam's shit.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100p.
Yeah,
Snowed in.
yeah, because what kids at Gladden House want is like Pam's gross panties to wear on their head.
No. They've
Before
been
we close
steam
the
clean.
show,
Thank you very much.
I do want to know: is it the 16th or the 17th?
It's the 16th.
It's the 16th.
No, it's the 16th.
What is it?
It was 16th.
It's the 16th.
The night of the
I remember.
16th.
I have
17th.
to.
Yeah.
When Phil was on.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
I'm Team
when
Phil.
we were talking
Phil
about
West?
Phil Goldfarb.
Definitely not
No
Team
one's
Phil
Team
West.
Phil West.
But he was correct.
Oh, you're saying Philip
About
Burt-
what?
Philip, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you guys are making a big deal about the photos that he had on the 17th.
Yeah, 16th to the 17th. Where's 16th,
No,
17th,
her
man?
pictures were the 17th, and he was talking about the night that it
How
was
do you
announced,
know
which was
what
the 16th.
date her pictures were?
Because that's what you guys were standing up for Serena.
Hashtag two
I'm sorry,
men
Sierra.
who are comfortable with each other, and let's go inside of ourselves with our weenus.
So I just want to bring that up, that
What?
you guys should not bully people just because... Just
Who
for
was
fun.
being bullied?
We didn't bully
Who was
anybody.
being bullied?
What?
Vickersburg?
We're team
Todd,
fucking
you're about to
Sierra
get bullied.
What
Berhalter.
the fuck?
Yeah. You think you knew bullied. You
better lawyer up, son.
Yeah. You better lawyer yourself up. Reminder as always to come to Hofbräu House on Saturday for T-Bone's Smash Bash.
Yeah. Do you know what time it
24/7
is?
Blaze it. 2 p.m.
Yep.
to 4 p.m.
Yep.
Hofbräu House in Grandview. Also, the Legends game, 11 a.m. at the Ohio History Connection Center thing.
Gates
Park
open at 10.
the stadium.
Yes.
It opens at 10. We're going to read your hot takes and more. And on behalf of Benevolent Corporate Overlord sponsors Blood, Urine, Spit, Salvia, Foot Golf, Larry Turner, the Dead Ronnie Corpse, and Kevin Burns has been episode 107 of ACES Radio, and all Lord Gamblers people said.
Hashtag two best friends who love each other and are very close and go inside of roast beef together.
Right.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Please have a party. Feed us drinks. Get us laid. Ow!
Dude, don't pretend like you're busy working or something, dude. You know you're in bed, watching PlayStation or something like that.
That's the word on the street.